What is it?
Mogwai.
How come a cute little guy like this can turn into 1,000 ugly monsters, huh?
You know, there's some things I forgot to tell you guys. Number one, keep him out of the sunlight.
Billy, what are these things? Where do they come from?
Number two, keep him away from water.
They're gremlins, Kate.
And probably the most important thing, don't ever feed him after midnight.
The creatures are making it look like an accident.
It's supposed to be Christmas. What the hell's going on?
Welcome, everybody, to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into horror films, sci-fi movies, cult classics, new and old. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
And I'm Rockin' Ricky Rialto here in Salem, Massachusetts. And man, people call my radio station with all these practical jokes about little green men. Knock it off. Trying to run a radio station. But I'm Erik in Salem, and it's so hard to come up with an opening continuous dialogue for this particular movie. So I'm just gonna.
This movie jumps around a lot, Erik, and we are trying to run a podcast here, and things just keep going wrong, Erik. I don't know. Even in our setup today, it's that things are going crazy, and it's interesting.
Like there's like gremlins inside the machinery.
You know what? And what a coincidence, Erik, because this week. That's what we're talking about. We are talking about the 1984 movie Gremlins, directed by Joe Dante, starring Zach Galligan, Phoebe Cates, Corey Feldman, and Dick Miller.
Dick Miller, caca.
Yeah.
Dick Miller, I met him.
You did.
I met Dick Miller.
I know you have a little history with Dick Miller.
Small Soldiers. He was awesome.
Yeah, we'll get
Dick Miller.
We'll get to Dick Miller in this podcast. He may be receiving something this podcast.
Dick Miller, maybe.
Yeah. All right, Erik. So Gremlins came out in 1984, the same weekend as Ghostbusters. They released on the same day. Where were you in 1984? Yeah. You were at the movies that weekend, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I saw both of those in the movies, and both of them I just went, yes. I mean, just complete satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
In 1984, my junior year.
Yes,
I gave my girlfriend a gremlin as a stuffed animal.
That's how much it affected you. I will say, I was a Ghostbusters guy. I did see Gremlins, of course. I went to see Ghostbusters the first weekend. It was on, I think, on Saturday. And then I was supposed to go to see Gremlins on Sunday. But my friends that I was going with, they hadn't seen Ghostbusters yet. And I had loved Ghostbusters so much the night before. I said, I'll go see Ghostbusters because they were, let's go see Ghostbusters. So I had to wait till the next weekend to see Gremlins. So
I see. By then, it was probably after midnight when you saw it.
Yeah, so let's just briefly say how we got Gremlins, Erik. So a struggling screenwriter in his early 20s, Christopher Columbus. Chris Columbus.
Who? Harry Potter.
Now we know him as the Harry Potter director, also director of Home Alone. We can't forget that. But Erik, back then, he was a struggling young 20-something, early 20s, trying to make it as a writer, and he lived in a crappy apartment where mice would run through the ceilings of his apartment. And so he would hear the little in his ceiling, and he got the idea, that's creepy. I'm going to write a screenplay about little creatures.
Because they're so scary. Little creatures are so scary.
Little creatures could be scarier than big monsters, he said to himself, because there are just so many of them, and they could be everywhere. And so he wrote a horror script. I want to emphasize a horror script. And he came upon the idea of gremlins, this term gremlins, and did work that into his script. We'll talk about it because we get a little explanations in the movie here. But at the same time that our young screenwriter was doing this, a much more established and up-and-coming person, Steven Spielberg, had established his own production company with a few people. Kathleen Kennedy is one of them, who we now know from Star Wars and the Marvel universe and everything as a producer. And he needed scripts to produce. because they're a new production company. So he needed scripts. And he was leaving his office one day and he looked on the assistant's desk and there was a script and all he saw was Gremlins was the title of it. He said, "What's that?" And he read it. He loved it. And they put it into production.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be rated R because it was like there was rolling heads and blood and not cannibalism, but eating people. It was supposed to be scary.
Well, because who do you get to direct that, Erik? The guy who just directed The Howling, Joe Dante.
Right, like that guy would be great for it.
Yes.
Well, what I like about Steven Spielberg is he sticks with his MO. And he's like, we got to make this more approachable to almost everybody.
So, Erik, let's get into it. Let's get into Gremlins.
Ding, 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 ding. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm ready too. So, Gremlins, we open Chinatown.
Yeah, Chinatown, which is what I like about right away is, it's not Chinatown. So you're sort of on a fantasy movie set. So I like that. They tried really hard, but I like this look in movies, especially 80s movies where everything's on a back lot.
Yeah, listening to the director, Joe Dante, he said it was tough because you don't have much time here in the opening. And he said, we shot so much footage of walking through that studio lot Chinatown that looked really great. And we couldn't use any of it in the movie.
And you got your favorite thing, you got narration.
This is a weird narration.
Rand Peltzer.
Yes. He's going to tell you a story, Erik. He's got a great voice, this guy. I guess he was a country singer, right? A country western singer.
He didn't act before this.
Yeah. And
a very believable character, too.
Yeah. He's got a great voice for narration, but he's going to tell you a little story. I was looking for a present for my kid, and I went to Chinatown. And so we see him, and he's being led by what looks like Short Round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
He's a little older now. He's with his grandfather, one of those lower level curiosity shops in Chinatown.
Yeah. They go down there and it's got like lots of taxidermy-ish type stuff in there, old chess sets. It's quite an eclectic everything. Yeah.
Arachnid. Like arachnid in a cage. My favorite thing is the hanging lizards. Like I have a lizard behind me right now and I couldn't let him see the movie. I thought, oh my God, they're torturing these giant lizards.
Yeah. So this kid takes him to, it's his grandfather's shop, this kid. And the grandfather is out of a 60s into 70s martial arts movie, right?
Yes. He looks awesome.
The long white beard, and he's got one eye that's shaded over white. It's like the evil eye. Is that what you'd call it, Erik?
Yes,
an evil eye?
Evil eye. Smoking pipe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little Santa-like, I actually thought. He had a little
like Santa was from China. Yeah,
yes.
He'd be a little bit. Something interesting about him. But Rand Peltzer is an inventor, and he has all this crappy stuff. And one of them's the bathroom buddy.
Yes,
we would say that all the time. The bathroom buddy. So he has this little. It's like a cube that you would take on vacation with you when you need to shave or do anything. And he's got a toothbrush. It opens up a toothbrush. He's like, you got to brush your teeth. You got a bad case of dragon breath. Boom.
Yeah, this is weird here. This doesn't continue in the movie, but like you said, they punctuate that joke where he suddenly realizes, oh, I'm being offensive to these Chinese people.
To dragons. He's being offensive to dragons.
To dragons or something. But they put a little gong to punctuate his, and I was like, this is interesting. My watching this, I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was like, is this throughout the movie they do this stuff? But they don't really. This is the only time. But I will say he's trying to explain the bathroom buddy, but in the background, we keep hearing like a little sounds. Yeah. And Rand, as he's explaining his little bathroom buddy, he keeps looking, like, what is that over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bathroom buddy doesn't sell well because it squirts.
Yeah.
What looks like the world's worst toothpaste.
It's
out. So he's like, I love what he does throughout the whole movie. He's like, oh no, that's no problem. That cleans up these things. No problem. He's wicked curious about that noise that you heard.
And they go back, and it seems like this is the area of the shop, Eric, in the back corner that's like live animals. Because like you said, there's like an aquarium with something in it. Like it looks like a spider, but it looks like there's live things back here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a live thing.
There's a box, a great wooden box, and he opens it up, and from inside the box, we see a little shot, and it's ears, like long sort of ears, and it's just cooing with that little sound you did there.
What's he doing? He's singing. He does that sometimes. The kid's completely uninterested.
Yeah.
It's like the movie Ted, where if, your first time you see a teddy bear come to life, you're like, oh, but after a year, you're like, I don't care. Yeah, he's
seen these all the time. But he says it's a mogwai. That's what he calls it. He goes, it's a mogwai. But very matter of fact, like you said, like it's the most unusual creature you've probably ever seen. We haven't seen it yet, but he has to have it.
I love there's no, you don't see the creature. You're completely, this is a very shadowy shop. I would love to go in this shop. But our Santa, our Chinese Santa, it's like, I cannot sell him at any price. Too much responsibility,
Rand keeps throwing down $100, $200. This is back in 84.
Yeah, he must be doing well then, because he's got $200 in his pocket. Hello. But the kid really wants to make this sale. So he tells Peltzer to go outside and he'll meet him.
Mm-hmm.
And he does with the box. Oh. So he went behind his grandfather's back.
Yes.
Because he needs that money.
Yeah. Well, the kid was sort of looking at the grandpa like, what are you doing? This is $200. Like, what?
Yeah,
come on.
Like, hello, grandpa.
Yeah.
Please. We're not selling those hanging lizards. We got to make money somehow.
And when the kid hands him over, he does have several rules that you need to follow when you have a mogwai.
Three. Really?
Three rules specifically.
Just three.
Mm-hmm.
Very specific rules.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want him to have sunlight because that's bad. It'll kill him. And two is you don't want to get him wet for some reason. Really, these two rules are like, what? Already hardcore. Like, how are you going to do that? And then also is you should never, Art, feed him after midnight.
Yes.
Bone of contention. Bone of contention. Everybody just shut up about that thing.
Is that your new segment on the podcast, Erik? Bone of contention with Erik Rodenizer.
Yeah. I don't care. I will explain it when it comes if you need me to, Art.
Yes. People are probably already like, maybe they got the glasses, Erik. Well, if you really think about that rule.
Midnight.
So already just in this opening, Erik, we've established a few things, right? Modern fangled gadgets that don't really work, as opposed to this sort of ancient natural creature that has these rules of nature that you can't break.
Yeah, simple, normal nature rules.
Yeah.
Like never put a cucumber next to your cat. That's a rule that people know.
And then we're out of our Chinatown, our moody Chinatown, Erik. Boom, bam, with a big Christmas carol rocking out on the radio. We're going to meet our town here. Right?
Yes, and it's a great town. It's covered with fake awesome snow.
Yes. Kingston Falls is where we're at. And
it makes it look like a magical set because you know that this isn't actual snow, but it's all great. In the music, you know, the da-dun, 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 da-dun. I don't want to laugh for Christmas, right?
And we see where we cut in just initially a billboard looking over the town square. It's Ricky Rialto, the voice of Kingston Falls. And the billboard, what I love is he's sort of like Indiana Jones, but the whip is the microphone that he has.
Oh, Spielberg. Spielberg.
There's a lot. All these directors, Joe Dante, John Landis, Steven Spielberg, they would give little homages to each other in all of their movies during this time period. I like it. Yeah, it's fun to see. And so, we're meeting this town. There's a lot of people to meet here. So we're just kind of popping around this little town. We meet the guy selling Christmas trees and his son is helping him sell Christmas trees. And the dad's got a very interesting way for the son to help him with the Christmas trees. He's dressed
as an actual Christmas tree. And for a costume guy, I was like, wow, Did they actually paste together like fir branches and make them a Christmas tree?
And then the sheriff comes in. Sheriff wants to get a free tree because it gets so close to Christmas, you won't miss it. And I love one of the other patrons is like, I paid for mine, Sheriff. Like,
that's right. Come on, one for the boys at the precinct.
But they're very, very want that studio lot Christmassy town feel. And almost like definitely calls to mind sort of Bedford Falls from It's a Wonderful Life too. Like you're getting that that vibe out of it.
You were getting that nostalgia.
Then we're going to meet guys trying to get his VW bug started in his yard. It's covered in snow and can't get it started. And it is our hero of the movie. We're going to meet our main character here, Billy.
Billy. Oh, here comes an award. Here's an award that's coming in. Art's gonna say it. He is gonna say it's a popcorn award.
Yes,
it's a holiday movie.
Popcorn bucket award. Yeah. So maybe caramel corn or something we string it up on the tree for this holiday version, right?
Yeah, or the peppermint flavored popcorn.
So this actor, Zach Galligan, he gets a popcorn bucket award here at Midnight Cinema. We have talked about him once before. He is the protagonist of Fright Night, a movie that we already covered.
Oh, Art.
What?
You fool.
What?
You fool.
What's the matter?
Fright Night? Oh, dear, Art.
No. Am I wrong?
Dear, oh, dear.
What?
Yes.
What?
He's not in Fright Night at all.
No.
He looks like that guy.
Oh, you're right.
Wow, you
totally messed that up.
You're filmist.
Oh my God! I totally thought that was Zach. I
was letting you go for it. And
no, that was. Oh God, isn't that so funny?
But yet, Art, he still gets an award, dude. Even though because he was in
Waxwork.
Also fighting monsters.
That's right. Wow, Erik. I knew I had him down for a popcorn bucket award because I knew we had covered him before. And I somehow wrote down Fright Night. And so I'm glad you're correcting me.
Yeah,
Waxwork.
They're sort of interchangeable.
Yes. And I think you said that during our Fright Night podcast. You said that those actors.
Yep. But it's not. It's not him.
No.
So there you go. But he still gets the award.
He still gets the award.
And we'll wrap it for you for Christmas.
And so Billy's in his snowed out VW bug here. And his neighbor comes in. We might as well just do these popcorn bucket awards here right after another because his neighbor comes out. It's Mr. Futterman.
Mr. Futterman.
Yeah. And it is the actor Dick Miller. And Dick Miller also gets a popcorn bucket award because we covered Dick Miller when we did Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Night, to use the whole title.
Demon Night, yes. Again, fighting monsters.
That's right. And Erik, Erik has met him. Yes.
Yes, I love that guy. He was just down-to-earth guy, and he talks just like that. He's like, how you guys doing? Good? Yeah, you guys having a good day? Yeah, good, yeah.
And he was basically in every single movie in the 70s and 80s.
Well, he was in The Terminator.
Yes.
Hey, you can't load that here. Whoa.
Well, he was a long time. I guess Roger Corman got him started, and so he was in all these Roger Corman movies. And then when Steven Spielberg, Joe Dante, John Landis, all these guys started making movies, they were like, I want to put that guy in my movie. So he ended up in a lot of these movies.
And he's the neighbor, Mr. Futterman, and he lost his job, and he's all about America. Like, you got to have American goods. That's why that VW Volkswagen doesn't work, so he's letting him know that there's
You got to buy American, Erik. Like, look at my plow over there. It's a Kentucky Harvester.
Kentucky Harvester, yeah. So, but Billy, because he can't start that cheap piece of junk, apparently, he has to make his way. He has to make his way with his dog, by the way, Barney, who I love. That dog is amazing in Gremlins.
Yes.
He just barely makes it on time to work at the bank. And the music, here's what I love about Gremlins is that it's a horror movie, but the music makes you think, oh, I'm having a good time here because it's never like dun, dun, dun.
Because him running through that town, Erik, and we're seeing the movie theater and he's running past people. It gave me a very, came out around the same time. They would have been filming them around probably Back to the Future feel. Like you feel like He's
It's
going
the same line.
Yeah, he's going through the town, right? Yeah.
If you guys want to have fun rewatching this, whenever he's in town, just pause it and you can pick out parts of the movie that are in Back to the Future. Like, oh my God, that's the hardware store. That's the theater.
And as a movie watcher, you're like, okay, I'm going to need to know this later. I'm going to see this later. I'm going to see as he's meeting people or running through the town there. Yeah. So.
And one person is also heading to the bank, and she's obviously a Scrooge-like character, and she's walking through town. She looks like she's from 1956. She's dressed like that, and she has a ceramic snowman head
huge. It's gigantic.
In her hand, yeah, and she's just out of the way.
She is a cross, and it's like somebody comes up, hello, Mrs. Deagle. That guy is
The
like
weirdest,
out of,
like it was a cartoon. Oh,
yes. And she goes, get out of my way. This is Mrs. Deagle, and she is a cross, Eric, I have here. She is a cross between Ebenezer Scrooge, Mr. Potter from It's a Wonderful Life, and Margaret Hamilton from The Wizard of Oz. She's combined those three, and that's who Mrs. Deagle is.
Like I said, like 49 seconds ago, she's a Scrooge-like character.
Yeah, but I wanted to add the other two. Is that okay?
Well, you gotta, because the podcast needs to be long.
I know. So we won't go into it huge, but this is obviously Flo from Alice, the TV show Alice. Kiss my grits. She was
yes, which probably nobody, well, maybe people listening will know, but yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, she comes into the bank. Billy is a teller at the bank. She just cuts the whole line. There's a long line of people. She just cuts right to the front of the line.
Yes, and like you said, I believe that she seems like she almost owns the bank like Potter.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Except she's much more sort of like your dog. And I love her voice. Your dog knocked over my Bavarian snowman. And I wanted that snowman art so bad. Like, can I get one of those?
Yeah.
But she's blaming the dog. She's blaming Barney.
Who's under the teller desk. He's tied up. I did not get this part of the movie, I will say, Eric. I'm like, I guess he takes his dog to work. And when he came in, the security guard, everybody's like, oh, hi, Barney. Like, as he brings the dog in.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Ms. Deagle does not. This is pretty dark.
This is where Dark Dante, I love it.
Yes.
He's getting his jabs in. Why don't you give the dog to me? I'll give him a quick death. Oh. But Billy's like, well, what would you do if you had the dog? I mean, I love him. He's what do you see? He's all-American. He's an all-American boy.
Yes.
Right? He's a sweetheart. Like, he's the kind of guy that you would want to have date your daughter. He's just a sweetheart. But I love that he asks her, well, what would you do if you had him? I'd give him a slow death.
She says she'll put him in her spin dryer.
And the guy behind her that was behind the Christmas tree is like, yeah, that'll do it.
It's so like, wow. It's pretty harsh, I have to say.
I was so laughing.
But then she calls Billy's father a loser.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a loser.
And we've seen that, following up on our Mr. Potter thing, even coming into the bank, there was a woman begging her to give them more time for their mortgages. And she's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With two little kids,
nasty.
Ignorance and want. The woman has two little kids. That's all I can think of.
You're not going to give her the extra time for the loan. She's like, well, what are we doing? Mrs. Deagle's like, now you know what to ask Santa.
She's awful. I
sound like awful. What's her name from African Queen. Now I know what to ask Santa for.
Katharine Hepburn, yeah.
It's Katharine Hepburn.
And so the dog, meanwhile, has got out of its leash and jumps across and jumps right at Mrs. Deagle. Goes after her. I don't blame him. Stand your ground laws, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's going to put me in the spin dryer.
Yeah, on high heat. And she drops the remaining snowman head and it's shattered.
Yeah, it's porcelain, I guess, right? It's like a porcelain.
Yeah. Bavarian porcelain is very expensive, apparently.
But it's a big scene in the bank, and they have to pull the dog. She's like, oh. And then
she's like, oh, my heart. I'll kill that dog. I'll kill it. My heart.
I'll get you, Toto. Yeah.
Yes,
that's exactly what-
And her music is like, whoom, 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 whoom. I mean, I love it. I love the music in this.
Yeah. Who is it? Is it Jerry Goldsmith's score? Yeah. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. I don't actually know what that is, but you do.
Billy then gets hassled by his boss, and then a guy who looks like he's his age, a young Judge Reinhold, who's the vice president of the bank, and they're like, "You can't do this." And Judge Reinhold looks like one of those suck-up guys that.
Oh yeah,
right. He's
and the bank owner's like, "Oh, Mrs. Deagle, I just love the characters in this, but he's an asshole. Yeah, can I say that? PG.
Judge Reinhold. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah,
I can say asshole PG-13.
No, this is the first one. Because of this movie, we're going to have the PG-13 rating. This
but
is
can I say that art in the podcast without losing my swear? Okay,
you haven't used it yet. So, but there's somebody looking on. He has a coworker at the bank, and it is Phoebe Cates. Is his
sweet match? These two.
I have in my notes, Erik. Phoebe Cates, so cute.
She just is, whether she acts well or not. I think she does. She's just so cute, and you're like, are they a couple? It looks like he's got a mad crush on her, but she's getting very close to him. It's like, cross your T. That's when people used to write. Right, when people used to write with things, that she said, cross your T. We don't have to do that anymore.
She's trying to get him to sign a petition because the local bar, Mrs. Deagle wants to shut it down.
Deagle.
And
Deagle.
It's a good line of dialogue here. Billy says, that's where my dad proposed to my mom. And Phoebe goes, that's where everybody's dad proposed to their mom in this small town. They all met at this bar.
But it's nice because we're establishing that this is a small town and everybody knows everybody, right?
But he's having a hard time. We cut Billy now is at the bar that we were just talking about that night. He's drawing a little illustration of Mrs. Deagle. Her head is on a dragon.
Yeah, it's a good illustration when you look at it. I think she's attacking. He's attacking her.
He's got a sword. He's got a sword. She's coming at him. Yeah. And did you notice at his legs
is the dog, right? No.
Well, at his legs is a brunette, and it looks a little like Phoebe Cates, what's her name here in the movie? Kate. Yeah, it looks like that.
See, he didn't go for the dog, he went for Phoebe Kate.
And
whose name, of course, in the movie is
what?
Wow. I just call her Phoebe Cates.
Yeah, I know. It is Kate, by the way, is her name.
It is Kate. That's why. That's why, everybody.
But Judge Reinhold shows up. What's that?
Yeah, he's in the bar with Judge Reinhold.
Well, I think Judge Reinhold comes up and he's saying snarky things and he's trying to go, hey, man, listen, I couldn't tell if these guys are friends or they were friends. They went to high school together, I think. Because
like, I'm gonna have what's his name's job by the time I'm 25.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
That's your problem, man. You got to get on the train. And then we see it's kind of a fun reveal. Kate is working at the bar. We just saw her at the bank, and now she's here at the bar as a waitress. But she's a good one, Erik. She's not doing it for money, actually.
No.
She's
helping out.
Picking up shifts at the bar, she says, because then they don't have to pay for another waitress. Even when I was younger, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I guess.
It's showing that she's a sweetheart. She cares about other people.
That's right.
I love Judge Reinhold is like, hey, Kate, have you seen my new apartment? And she's like, I haven't seen your old apartment.
She wants nothing to do with him. Yeah, Judge Reinhold is just a complete tool in this movie. He's having a good 1984, though. Beverly Hills Cop 2 broke this year, so Judge Reinhold is...
And also Fast Times at Ridgemont High with both of these two people in it.
That's right, yes.
Her in a different role.
Yes. Yeah, Phoebe Cates, very different.
It's blush.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done blushing. But he's coming home, right? He's going home to talk to his mom. Mm-hmm. When you probably notice this is one of my favorite things, and you're going to say, of course, Erik, of course you do. But every time they come in the front door to their house, there's a pair of swords on the wall. And every time they come in and close the door, one of the swords falls off the wall and you hear it go clang, clang, clang. And Art, yes, the answer is yes. I have that sword. So I have that exact sword. I'm like, oh, they have two. I only have one.
And they're clearly establishing. So Amanda was watching this one with me, my wife, and she had never seen it before. She had never seen Gremlins. Yes. And she said the second time that sword fell off, she's like, okay, so we got to be remembering that sword for later.
I guess we do. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. So, he comes home. Just a little side note, Erik, I don't want to get too sidetracked. There's a lot of stuff in this movie where you're like, what time of day is it? Where is he working? Are the kids in school? And what I learned later is there's a lot of cut footage from this movie where they stitch things together in different timelines and things about how long all this setup was going on. But I happen to notice, I just was like, what's happening? But he comes home, mom's in the kitchen and she's watching It's a Wonderful Life TV.
Yes, because you don't have to pay anything to have it in your movie. That and the 1940 Scrooge or what, a 19-something Scrooge.
Oh,
you have to pay for the rights. Yep. And she's making stuff for Christmas because it's the holiday season. And there's these little inventions apparently around the house and
everywhere.
Billy's like, you need any help? And she goes, well, you could do the eggs. And he looks at his mom like, oh God. And then you go over to this machine. It's a box and it says Peltzer on it. If you look closely,
everything has the Peltzer logo on it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Peltzer logo. And it's there's a chicken head on like a stick or a rod. And then there's eggs on a little metal trough. And what you do is you press the button and the egg's supposed to go down and the chicken goes and hits the egg and breaks it open for you. Sounds easy. But no. All the eggs start falling down at once, pop, 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 and the chicken's going. So it's not that handy. This egg breaker.
Yeah, and this is gonna be a running thing in this movie. Is Billy's always approaching his dad's inventions with like,
Yep.
every time he goes to use them. Yeah,
she's so supportive of her husband, though.
She is. Yeah. So, but then he thinks something's wrong with mom. It looks like she's crying. She tries to play it off that she's cutting onions, but she looks a little upset. I think.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Things must be rough. Yeah.
It is. It's a poor town and people are losing their jobs. And all this kind of stuff.
But Dad's home. We hear the sword. We hear the sword fall in the other room, so we know Dad's home.
That's what I love. Cling, clang, clang, clang. It's like on Christmas time at our house, there's a Santa bell. It's a sleigh bells.
Mm-hmm.
And every time we open the door, you hear the sleigh bells. But now everybody in my whole house, because of me, is going, ho, 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 when they come in now. So we'd be upstairs like, ho, ho, ho. That's how I know we're seeing us home.
So his dad is Rand, who we met in the first scene in Chinatown, who picked up that mogwai in the box, which we don't know what is a mogwai. What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He brings it in and he gives it to Billy. They bring it over on the table. And
you got to open it now, he said.
Yep, you can open it now, but turn down the lights. The dad says, we got to turn down the lights in the room. And they open that box.
This is a great reveal because it's a little box. It's, kind of like a square hat box. So it's not that big, but I love this reveal where you see the little hands come up and then the creature sticks its head up, and you could probably tell the whole audience was like, oh, because it is a fantastically cute little critter.
Yeah. And this setup was the first test that Dante and crew did to show sort of Steven Spielberg and the producers what they were going for. And it was like, great, awesome. Like it wasn't on film, but they showed them the thing coming up out of the box, and I think they were all like, great.
And it's so cute. It's got brown, light brown, like kind of dog fur, and white, so patches.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a widow nose, it looks like a Whoville nose, and then these huge ears, which I guess would be what they almost look like bat ears, but friendly. And then it's just a widow. It can't be more than 18 inches high. Right?
Yes.
So, and it's just this cutest thing.
Yes.
He's like, what is it? He's like, well, it's a mogwai, but I just named him Gizmo. Okay, Dad. Good job, Gizmo.
Yeah, and so he takes him out of the box. So now it's like not just a puppet, it's a full body of it. And he takes it out and he's sitting on the sofa. Billy's got him cuddled up on the sofa, and we hear the cooing.
Dog's loving it.
The dog
treating it like it's like dog's very excited about Gizmo.
Erik, the director is with you. He said we won with this dog because this dog treated all the puppets as if they were actual animals.
Yeah. So kudos for both the dog and the puppeteers. Am I right?
I see a little bit now when I watch this again and again, Erik, when Billy's on the sofa with it in his arms. There are weird shadows sometimes on the sofa where you can tell there's a puppeteer maybe between the lights and the sofa doing something. Like I catch just a little bit. It's funny.
You're looking hard, aren't you?
Yeah, and Mom wants to commemorate it with a picture. So she gets the camera out, takes the picture with the big flash, but
Polaroid.
Pew! And Gizmo's eyes roll like all around in the head. And he runs and jumps on Rand. He runs to jump.
And he's very scared. And this is where the voice, thank you, Howie Mandel.
Yes.
He's just like, it's awesome. And this is where you get the dad is like, oh, yeah, sure. I got to tell you something.
Yeah. And the dad's going to lay out the rules. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And in case we forgot, everybody, he hates light. We know that. Mm-hmm. Daylight will kill him.
Don't get him wet. So don't give him a bath. Don't give
him a bath. Don't give him a drink of water. Don't take him through the car wash. Don't bring him on a slip and slide. Don't sweat on him. Don't sweat on him a lot.
I love Erik.
Which may or may not.
Here's this creature, this furry little monkey-like creature. You're never going to be able to wash it. You're never.
Well, it's like a chinchilla art. They roll around in this chinchilla dust. Like that. That's what they would do.
Right. And then the last rule. Yeah.
Yeah. Last rule is don't let it smoke cigarettes. No? Was I off?
Yeah. Don't feed it after midnight.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No questions on that either. They're like, okay. Yeah.
Nobody said
these three
weird
ass rules. We're okay.
Yeah.
No questions. Thanks, Dad.
And then can it drink water? They never really say that.
I have, as we go on, Art, I'll help you out. I'll help you out, buddy.
Okay, gotcha.
I have whether it's true or not, I have my gremlin lore. I've known these guys since '84. I know my gremlin lore.
So Billy takes it upstairs. It's singing. It's got perfect pitch. The mogwai.
It does.
Yeah.
So it's intelligent because he's using that little keyboard and it's like ding ding, and Gizmo actually corrects one of the notes. He's like ding 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 ding.
Yeah, we see he has a little personality. You must have loved this. Billy puts a Santa hat on Gizmo.
He goes, oh, you look so cute. He rolls his eyes like, I guess so.
Well, what they're doing, Erik, is you have the puppets, and then they had a massive puppet for the face that they would do the close-ups with on the face. So whenever we're seeing that expressive face,
Yeah, you can't tell. You're not like, oh, this is a different. They did all the props according appropriate.
Yeah.
So, great job, you guys.
Mm-hmm. And he tries to show Gizmo in the mirror, but the mirror has like a little reflection. Gizmo freaks out again, dumps himself in the wastebasket. Zach brings him in the bathroom, and my wife is watching for the first time. She goes, "What's he bringing them back? He's not going to put him in the sink, is he? He's not going to
wash him."
That's what she was like. They just told us the rules. Why is he bringing him in the bathroom? It was very
right
funny.
On the sink. Yeah.
So, but it's just to put a cute bandage on his head.
Yeah, and you can hear he's like making noises. Like you hear him say words now. He's like he brings him into the bathroom, and the lights are on, and you hear Gizmo go, "Oh, light break." Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's like he's quickly It's like a parrot. It like quickly is learning English.
Yes, but learning it like it's actually using correct words. Mm-hmm. And then this is where we get introduced to our kid, right, Pete?
Yeah. The next morning, they wake up. Billy's got to deal with the juicer, the Peltzer juicer in the thing. Yeah.
I love that sound. The frickin' music to this. The boom, boom. It looks like a good idea, the juicer.
The juicer, but it's just spraying orange juice all over the place. But the doorbell rings, and the tree enters. Yep, it's our little kid in the tree, and it's Corey Feldman. We finally get a good look at him. Corey Feldman, the actor.
Super young Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Yep. Before he started talking like this.
Yeah. But he's delivering their tree. I guess the Peltzer's tree. Is he delivering that to them? But his dad has got a, I guess that's his dad's gimmick, is the kid delivers him dressed in this tree outfit. But good for Corey Feldman. Apparently, just a little behind the scenes, he was supposed to play Elliot's best friend in E.T. because the original script had best friend. And then they decided, it's just going to be E.T. And Steven Spielberg personally was like, look, I am so sorry. You will definitely be in the next project I have with a kid. You're it. You don't even have to audition. You don't have to do everything. And Gremlins originally, this Corey Feldman character here, Pete, he was supposed to be the main character. And then they aged it up to make Billy and them the right characters. But Corey Feldman said, though, true to his word, he put me in the movie. Like he did say he was going to do that. And he put him in the movie. So, Yep.
But he goes up with Billy up to the room, which I'll point out, everybody, for some reason, you always put the kids in the attic. They have their own attic rooms.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he shows him Gizmo, and it's just super cute. And I don't know why we needed to see Billy's bare chest, but do you think that was the actor going, hey, I've been working out a little bit. You think I could go shirtless for a few seconds with a little child in my room? I thought of that for the first time while watching it. I went, what? Why is
Gizmo's watching TV? Gizmo's watching movies. There's it's a race car movie.
It sure is. And what is it? Is it Cary Grant or is it the other guy?
I think it's Gable, right? Clark Gable and Barbara Stanwyck.
Yeah, and he's talking like that.
And then we see
right?
They're racing. In that movie, he's like a race car driver, like the little mini cars. And Gizmo's watching, totally fascinated with it.
Yeah, the dialogue. It takes a certain type of guy. Yeah, and that guy needs a certain type of dame. I mean, just... But they put Gizmo on. If you watch this over and over, you're just going, what? Did you not hear the 3 rules? Did you not hear it? There's water everywhere in that room. Because the kids drinking water. There's water in jars.
And Billy is, we haven't mentioned it yet, is an aspiring cartoonist. We've seen his cartoon drawings, but he has art supplies with jars, with paintbrushes, with water in them. Yeah, it's everywhere. I thought what you were going to compliment is a long shot, one take where Gizmo's on the bed. Billy picks him up, brings him over to the table, the art table, and puts him down. So you know clearly they had a puppeteer under the bed. And then they moved him, and then they had a puppeteer where he put him down on the desk. It was just an amazing shot to me. I just thought that was great.
It's the puppeteering is incredible. Yeah, because there are times where Billy's just got like a dozen wires going up his leg, and he just wanted to work with less with Gizmo. It's like, every time I'm working with Gizmo, man, I got these wires all up my back. But Corey Feldman sits up on the thing to get a closer look, and he spills the paint in the water in the paint brushes, and Gizmo lies down like he's having a tantrum, and he's going, I mean, horrific noises. And this is all practical effects.
It's great.
These fur balls start forming on his back. And the first time viewer, you're just going, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, they make it like, oh, this is not good, whatever's happening. And then these balls just go and pop off of his body and land on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was awesome. Little fuzzy, just little fuzz balls.
And one of them seems a little bigger than the other balls, when they hit the ground. And then they do a little transformation here, these balls, and it's really great because it's tied up in a ball and it starts to form, and the 2 ears, those big ears you talk about, they start to open up and reveal the face of these little balls that are clearly young Mogwai, baby Mogwai.
Amazing effects. Thank goodness this didn't come out when CGI would have been not great, but this is awesome.
Yeah.
And there's five new critters, just 5 of them. And they all pretty much look like Gizmo with different patterns. But one of them has a striped white mohawk hair like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And the young kid's like, oh, and he's like, oh, can I have one? And he reaches for one of them and it tries to bite him. It's like, argh! So they don't seem friendly compared to Gizmo.
And Gizmo's looking on. He looks concerned.
Yeah, he's
really
shaking his head in
concerned.
disapproval. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah. So Billy goes to get his dad, and they come down the workshop, and his dad's still working on the bathroom buddy, trying to perfect it. But he brings him up, and already down in the living room, it looks like these new Mogwai have opened up some Christmas presents. Like they've already torn apart the Christmas presents.
Yep. They're blowing on horns, which I love. There's no little kids in this house, but most of the presents are not for a 22-year-old person. There's little trumpets and
a little video game, tiny video game.
Donkey Kong art.
Yeah.
I had it.
That little one?
I had it. Yep. It's just basically lights that show you the progress.
Hmm?
But yeah, they're all playing that. And one of them freaking spits a loogie at Gizmo. He's like,
yeah.
Like just nasty.
And he's laughing.
Yeah.
They're like already these young Mogwai are like a bully gang from a Stephen King movie. Like you can already see that dynamic. They're like playing the pinball machine and spitting on Gizmo.
But the dad thinks, oh, you know what? This could be the new thing.
Yeah.
This is the Pulsar pet.
Peltzer pet.
A Peltzer pet.
Yeah. The idea that we can breed these things.
Oh, Billy's like, you know what? Maybe we should have the science teacher have a look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? That's probably a better idea first.
Yeah. But so the next day he decides he's going to bring it to the science teacher at the school to take a look at it. These new ones. Yeah. And what the heck's going on? Yeah.
So they do the water trick and they do 1 drop of water, just a little, the little squeezy thing, and pops out. And now they get 2. And the cute, so cute. One's in a box and one isn't. They're like, hello, knocking on the box at each other.
And the science teacher's like, hey, can I keep one of these and just so I can do some testing on it and stuff like that. So he leaves one there. Yeah. He leaves one of them in the science classroom. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And this is where Billy's also realizing, he's like, these new guys, they're just mean. They're nasty, And Billy calls the one with the stripe conveniently, Stripe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is when we hear at night that there's the dog, poor Barney, is like, and they go outside. He goes out and he finds the dog hanging, trapped in the Christmas lights, right?
Yes. It's wrapped up on the porch, suspended up with Christmas lights.
Yeah. So who would do that?
Yeah. Who would do that to the dog?
Well, cut to our villains and they're like,
well, they're all sleeping in a little box next to the bed. They sleep like the little rabbits in like a fairy tale book or something, one rolled over. It's like they're all like there, but they're kind of like when Billy's not around, they go like,
yeah, they're little, they're little, they're acting kind of like gremlins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. But the dad says that he's going to go to a convention. He thinks that maybe Mrs. Deagle did it. So he's going to take the dog.
So the dog will be out of the picture.
Out of the picture. We got to take the dog out of the movie.
Yeah. I wonder if they were like, we need to get the dog.
Yeah. How do we do that? He's going to go to a convention, an inventors convention, right?
Yeah. And so it's the evening and Billy's walking down the street and he's walking by the bar and sees that Phoebe's trying to get Mr. Futterman, Dick Miller. He's pretty plastered and she wants him to go home. They're closing up the bar and they're going to help him get into his snowplow. I guess he drove his snowplow. He
drives that thing everywhere.
Yeah.
American made.
Got a snowplow. And this is where we get a little bit of the Gremlins comes in. The idea of saying the word Gremlins. because Mr. Futterman keeps going, it's gremlins everywhere. Gremlins.
They're in everything.
They're in everything.
They make little gremlins inside your watch. And
he says
he's like good old WWII, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's where gremlins come from.
Yes.
During the war, they said that you'd find them in like planes. That's the reason why planes would go down, because of the gremlins.
Yeah.
And of course, if you guys want to at any time pause your Gremlins movie and immediately find Bugs Bunny, the Bugs Bunny versus the Gremlin.
Yep.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Which when I was researching this for this movie, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Gremlins was not a term from way back in history. It was 1920s, 30s on was where it came from. Yeah.
A gremlin. Watch out for the gremlin.
And you've probably seen all the posters for the military that you can see them. Don't let the gremlins get at your engine. Like, don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the kind of stuff that Mr. Futterman is saying here. He's like, oh, gremlins. Yeah. You let them in and they can't get them out. Little shade of foreign xenophobia.
Yeah, he doesn't like the foreign, but yet his vehicle's having a little difficulty right now.
Yeah. So they say, wow.
Thank goodness.
Thank God. Another thing, my wife chimed in. She's like, are they going to let him drive? Like, and I said, I don't.
Certainly they're not going to let him. He's wasted in a freaking tractor, a death machine.
Correct. And Kate's like, maybe you should just walk home. He's like, yeah, I'll walk home. That's good. Fresh air. So, yeah. And this is where Billy gets to walk home with Kate. Gets a little alone time. She doesn't like Christmas, though. Boy, she doesn't like Christmas.
Yeah. Geez, you say you don't like Groundhog Day. Nobody cares. But Christmas, my God.
Yeah.
She don't like it.
Yeah.
No.
She says, well, Christmas is a time when people are depressed because, some people are opening up presents and other people are opening up their wrists. That's what she says.
She does say that. Yeah. But she's so endearing that he doesn't think, wow, this girl must have some problems. I should stay away. Instead, he's like, hey, if you're not doing anything, are you free one night? She says, yes. Oh.
It's a cute little scene. They have a lot of chemistry. You can see why they cast them. Apparently, behind the scenes, they sent the casting tape to Spielberg, and he was like, there it is. That's them. Hire them. Like,
yeah, because he put his head on her. He put his head on her shoulder at the end.
They do have chemistry, and she is so freaking cute. Like,
they're both little cuties. She's got those eyes. You would do anything she says. You're like, I don't care that you have severe emotional issues. I would like to go on a date with you.
Meanwhile, but it's nighttime, and it's back at the school. Mr. Hansen is doing experiments on the Mogwai. He's taking blood,
Hansen.
And it doesn't like that.
I love the way he talks. He's like, all right there, little buddy. We're going to just take a little blood sample.
But the Mogwai is not liking it. Not liking it.
He's an angry, pissy face when he gets some blood taken out of him. Like, that didn't hurt very much, did it?
So Billy's back home in his room watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
They're coming! They're coming!
So, we're seeing like the pods and everything like that on the TV. Gizmo's reading the paper with the 3D glasses. With 3D glasses.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. But the other Mogwai, the ones that are in the box, they are going nuts. They're just, it looks so funny.
It is like, it's like,
so
geez.
He's like, okay, you guys are hungry. He looks at his clock. It's 11:30, so still good. He goes down, gets a big plate of chicken. No saran wrap on it or whatever. I guess just a plate of chicken.
Cooked? It didn't look cooked to me either.
Just sitting in the fridge, and he grabs it. Also, the mom would be like, "That's the left. We're struggling, guy. We can't pay the mortgage, and that's a whole plate of chicken."
Yeah, but what I love is when he goes to get it, the gremlins are screaming. They're like, wah, 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 wah. And then when he leaves, they go. Whoosh. So something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gives them the chicken, and we get those close-ups of the Mogwai faces, and they're just chewing that chicken, and their lips are really juicy, and it's not. It kind of turns you off. Gizmo's watching too, going like, "Ooh," like he's
And he offers it to Gizmo. He goes, "Gizmo, you want some?" And Gizmo goes,
yeah, no.
He says no.
No, but I wonder. We'll talk later. But I wonder why if Gizmo says no because he knows something.
Gizmo is the OG, so I bet he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
I bet he knows. He's like, nope, I'm not hungry.
Yeah. And it's great, Eric, because as all this carnage is happening while they're eating this chicken, it is the invasion of the body snatchers, like you said, stuff in the background. They're coming. They're doing. It's great.
Yep. And our science teacher is staying up late. It says 2:30 on his clock.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Well, I think he's been up past. Yeah.
So
You're right. Yes. Yeah.
2:30 on his clock.
Yeah, it does.
He's like, "Okay, little buddy, that's about it. I'm gonna go home." And he leaves his sandwich. And it's when you put your sandwich in the cellophane.
Mm-hmm.
So what I love is they do so well with puppetry.
Looks like a good sandwich, by the way. It does
It's
look
a pretty good sandwich.
Yeah.
But you see when he leaves, the new gremlin's like, and you see the sandwich get yanked out off camera, and then you just hear.
Just one question, Eric, because I didn't catch it. We didn't see Billy explain the rules to the science teacher, did he?
No, dummy. No,
yeah,
he didn't.
I didn't think so. What a miss.
That science teacher's eating. I mean, he's a thin guy, but he eats a lot. He's got freaking chips
sandwich
and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So next morning, Billy wakes up, and it is kind of shocking because no more cute mogwai in that box next to the bed. No. Instead, there are these disgusting, like black, gooey pod-like things around.
It looks like if the alien egg had like an infection. It's just like, and they look like they're actually stuck to parts of the room. So there's these strands. They're so awesome. And every time, Art, because of this podcast, I'm like, oh, okay, that's where I got that from. But I have a spider room in the Lost Museum, and they don't look like that, but I must have got that idea for these droopy sacks.
Yes.
And
that hang from the ceiling. The ones that hang from the ceiling. I know the ones. Yes.
My original idea was to have them plastered in the corner and have these things hanging from it. So they're really, you're just going, what happened?
Yes.
So it's almost like they're encased in something.
Yeah. And so it's also the one, we see the one at the school too, but it's in the cage that he had the mogwai in. So it's just expanded and it's like coming through the bars of the cage. So he's snipping, the science teacher is snipping the cage open.
Yeah. And the mom had said to Billy, well, did you get him wet? He's like, no. He's like, well, did you feed him? He goes, yeah, I did, but I checked the clock. And he goes, wait a minute. And he checks the clock. It still says 11:35.
And he pulls up the cord, and the cord is frayed. So his clock was broke. Yeah.
Yes. So what is going on here?
Yes.
But that scene with the science teacher cutting it open, I love that they're taking their time, because you can hear him actually cutting the a hamster cage or
cutting those bars on the cage. But he's explaining, he's kind of giving us, the audience, this is a cocoon. This seems to be a cocoon. There's a metamorphosis going on inside.
What stage? The putrid stage?
No, pupil.
No?
Pupil.
Oh, pupil,
pupa,
not putrid.
Larvae. Yeah, because Corey Feldman's character is there. Pete is there as well. But so the science teacher's like, they're going to transform into something. Something's going on inside.
Yeah, he's going. The little guy's going through some big changes. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Mm-hmm. I love that teacher.
And then we get a little. The mom is cooking her gingerbread cookies. We cut to the plate of gingerbread cookies. It's Christmas time, and she gets a call, and she's trying to answer the phone using the Peltzer remote, and it just won't work.
Yeah,
so she's got to pick up.
the phone goes like, and she's probably 7 feet away from the phone, and she's still trying desperately to make it work. She's like, hello. I love it. And she doesn't have the heart to tell her husband. It's like, no, I was just out of the room. It's working fine.
And he's at this convention, this inventor convention, which I know you love this.
I do.
Everything that's going on. He's on the phone in a phone booth at this inventor convention. And there's all sorts of things going on behind him and around him at the inventors convention that are just delightful if you know movies and you're into sci-fi movies and things like that.
This is where they just, you don't even notice. You wouldn't even, there's no way you would notice unless you third time watching.
Mm-hmm.
But look at this scene, and behind him is a time machine.
Time machine. It's the time machine from the famous movie.
Wells,
yes.
Right? Yes. It's right there. And then it cut to him talking on the phone. And then they do another longer shot. The time machine is gone. And there's 2 people like looking at the floor going, what? Then you got a cameo by Spielberg. Then you got the director, this guy with the sunglasses.
And we get it's like a convention, Erik, because we get another great character from Forbidden Planet comes walking through.
Yes. What does he say? Would 20 gallons be good enough? I never used this stuff myself.
It's the robot.
Yeah.
From Forbidden Planet.
It.
So all of that packed into one frame, Erik. Everything we just mentioned.
Him on the phone.
Yes.
He's just on the phone saying he's not going to show up right now.
Which,
not coming in.
Any other movie, it'd just be him on the phone. But I love that they packed everything into that one.
Like 15 different things going on.
Right, in the background.
Yeah.
So we're at the bank and Mrs. Deagle comes in again to threat the dog.
Yeah,
so we just to know she's extra evil here.
Mm-hmm.
But here's where at the school and he's running a class, Mr. Hansen, and he's showing a science film. Like, remember these? We used to see these in class. They'd show us the science thing with the heart inside a rabbit beating.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Bird's heart beats, 120 times a minute. And, an elephant's heart only 30 times. And then you hear this voice. The guy's normal. Then you hear this guy's voice. He's like, Doc, how fat are the rabbit? I mean, it's like he's talking to Goofy.
Yeah, it's like the
weird voice choice for that. It's not even animated. It's blind.
Oh, Erik, it's the guy from the street we saw earlier, Mrs. Deagle.
Oh, Mr. Deagle, how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of those old science films. And as the camera sweeps over the class, it comes to rest on, in the back of the classroom, there's a box, which clearly this pod is in. And we go through the box. The camera goes through the box. As the heartbeat is on the film that we're watching, it segues into the heartbeat, some sort of heartbeat inside the box. And we see the pod in the box.
And then I think now we're going to the Peltzer house?
Yes, right? Because we start to see the pod starts to tear in the box, and then we cut to the Peltzer house upstairs in the attic where all those pods are, and they're starting to transform too. They're starting.
Such a great thing is they're using my favorite thing, which is fog, the low-lying fog. There's green lights, and then this awesome, crazy sound, which apparently might be the creature, but they're going, it's like a cat if it was really pissed off outside. It's going, like it's underwater cat. And then you see like a freaking hand, like a 3-clawed reptilian hand coming out, and you still don't know what they are. So as the audience, you're just like, oh crap,
goo, a lot of goo coming out.
A lot of goo. Mm-hmm. It's that alien goo.
Yeah, pumping through ectoplasm.
Yep.
And at the school, the box falls off the table just as class is ending. I think as the bell rings, kind of. Yep. And the teacher is like, all the kids are heading out. He's like, all right, have a good Christmas. Have a good. And then does he say something like a present would be nice? You could leave a present for me. I think he's just improvising, that actor, as they're going out. And then
he goes to find the new critter.
while the film's still playing with the bump,
Yes.
bump, 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 the hearts
I
on
love
him.
it. Yeah, and then he goes to get a candy bar, which is a Snickers, everybody.
Huh?
Snickers really satisfies. And he's like, oh, I got something to eat for you. Hope you're not too mad about that little poke. And he's under the desk. He's like, here you go, little buddy. And he just sticks his hand under there. Big mistake, Art. Big mistake. Oh, there you go. You can hear it eating. It's going like this.
But then Mr. Hansen's face is like,
because he's still holding on the candy bar, dummy.
yes.
Something happened.
And meanwhile, back at the house, the Peltzer house, these things are coming out, and little Gizmo is in a football helmet on the floor, just cowering. Oh,
Yep. He's like,
he's looking at these pods that are just the little arms are coming out of them, and
Yeah,
he's in the midst
great.
of them. Yeah. So
yes. Oh,
and then we start to see the shadows over Gizmo, the shadows of things that are moving. Billy is heading to the school to check on Mr. Hansen.
yeah, because he told him they hatched, and he's like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
And instead of going home, he goes, there's five at his house. He goes to the school.
Mm.
Like, why wouldn't he go straight home and be like, oh, they hatched, I'm going to check mine. But no, he goes to the school.
Yeah.
And this is where you're probably, your glasses are on because you're like, oh, great job with the tape. The film is flipping, flip, and still it's playing. It is a great job. It's very spooky, right? Because the projector's still going.
Yes. And he goes in the room and he's looking, and then he finds Mr. Hansen. He's pulled sort of under the desk with his lower part coming out, his legs, and he's face down. And in his buttocks is stuck a syringe.
Yep. I want to point out two things. One, he has a great butt, and I'm always wondering what kind of underwear he might have on.
Yeah.
But he has and two, if we're counting, I think this is a very confusing movie as far as are they dead or not? But this is a death. He is dead.
The original was when Billy found him, the guy had syringes all in his face.
Right.
But that would have been
too much. But
they couldn't do
we
that.
also know that this critter, whatever it is, deliberately took revenge and stuck the syringe in his butt. Maybe after he killed him, is my
got a little sense of humor about. I think, as you say, he's got a funny bone. He's got a little funny bone. I think you've said before.
Yeah, thanks for the Snickers bar.
Yeah, because he got the blood drawn earlier. He didn't like that. He's like, how do you like it? How do you like this needle?
He probably stabbed him with the syringe, and he went, "There you go, Doc. Get the point." Like.
Yeah.
But what I love is now you're starting to get a sense of scare. It's scary, right? now.
Yeah.
Billy wants to go reach for the phone to call, and I love this. I'm sure you were like, "Yay!" Wait, someone's watching this movie with you, right?
Yes.
How did Amanda react?
After this, she was out.
Out. Yes,
she was out after what you're about to describe here, Erik.
Amanda.
Yes.
Amanda, I understand, but this is where I knew you would be out right here. You'd be like, nope.
She was out. Yeah.
Good, but you tried, Amanda. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. But a hand reaches up. You still don't see what the heck it is, but it looks like a reptilian. It looks like a Harryhausen monster, like 12 billion years
BC or something,
BC.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a 12 quad hand, but it's got only two fingers, it looks like, and or is it three? And it scrapes Billy's hand. He's like, hurt him.
So he's back, he's looking, and then the hand comes up again, and there's an apple on the desk. Grabs the apple, it goes down, and then it's like, bah. Yeah, this doesn't like it. Throws the apple out. Yeah,
yum. It goes yum, yum. But no, doesn't like it. Yeah.
But instead, it takes some of the glass test tubes off the desk, and it brings them down, and you hear it start eating the glass. But it seems to enjoy eating the glass. It's very freaky and weird and
residue.
Yeah.
But you're seeing that this creature is somehow evil, I guess, because it doesn't like the apple.
No. And then there's a loud noise. Bam, 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 bam. And when Billy goes over and looks behind the desk, it's the air vent is almost like a Bugs Bunny where he goes through a wall. It's something has gone through the air vent and you hear it. I love the sound design. You can actually hear it going, it's feet or something running down.
Shadowing, little shadowing there too.
Mm-hmm.
It really makes it like you think to yourself, I saw this go through there.
Yeah.
But you don't see it at all.
Mm-hmm. Billy heads out and rather than running out of the school, and going, holy crap, he's going to go to the nurse's office to bandage up his hand.
Yeah, he does that. We saw he's very good at healing. So he's doing bandages for Gizmo, bandages for him.
Yeah, and this is great because he does the thing. We've seen a lot of movies, Eric. You and I have talked about it. Going over here, grabbing something, going back. The camera's following him, and he leans up against the counter. So his back is to the cabinets that are behind him that are about head height. And he's putting the bandage on his hand and jump scare, a big jump scare here.
Yep. It's in the nurse's cabinet up there. Opens up the door and you see it, not for very long, but just enough.
But you see the full creature. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it looks like a reptilian monster version of Gizmo. Same big ears, but bigger, wicked long arms, row of teeth, and it's got these knobs for eyebrows, like dunk, 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 dunk. Very, very. It looks like a gremlin, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's very much like a gremlin-y, what we think of gremlins. Some of those illustrations we talked about from back in World War II leaned in that way. Some of them with the big ears. But yeah, so I'm thinking about this movie, Eric, and I'm like, this is the reveal. If you were an audience member going, because I think they hid those in the trailers and everything, right? Did we see like the teasers and everything? I don't think we saw the.
I don't think so.
Green Gremlins.
This was in the time where you didn't freaking ruin the whole movie by showing the trailer.
Like we thought they would reveal like the Mogwai a little bit and the arms and everything of the Mogwai. But this would have been, if you were watching the movie, this would have been your holy crap. There it is. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we know what they turn into if you feed them after midnight.
Mm-hmm. And it, boom, jumps down, escapes through the vent again, another vent.
Yep. That's what you do. You're escaping vents.
And back to the Peltzer home. Yeah, yes. Mom hears stuff upstairs.
She does. She goes up to check, and they're all empty. All of those egg sacs are empty. Mm-hmm. And then she hears something downstairs. Right?
It's a Christmas record.
Yep. What's the song?
Do you hear what I hear?
Right?
Do you see what I see?
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Yeah, so that's underscoring this creepy scene here. And she goes down the stairs. She gets a knife. Eric, it's from the kitchen. I think she got it before she went upstairs. Did you notice the sound? I know you love this. She pulls the knife out of their knife block. Shwing!
Yeah. Oh, I will point out that whatever was upstairs was gone, but we saw was upstairs because the frickin' Gremlins had Gizmo pinned up to the dartboard. And
they're throwing darts. Yeah.
And what I love is you still don't see them in their full effect, but this wicked long arm grabs Gizmo from the dartboard, rips him off the dartboard, and then says, this is where we get I love this phrase, but it just goes, Gizmo kata, and throws him down the laundry chute.
Yeah, so Gizmo's stuck in the laundry chute.
So they were upstairs.
Yes, yeah,
they were upstairs. They're not. But we still don't see them.
Yeah, she's going downstairs. She comes downstairs. I think there's a phone upstairs, but then we see a gremlin hand pull the phone cord with a little nod to E.T. Oh, no.
Yep. Pulls out the wires. So they talk. They can talk, whatever they are.
So no phone. And this is now the mom's going downstairs, the record player's there, and we see, I love the detail in the dust that's on the phonograph system, on the dust. You see the little gremlin hands in the dust on the stereo system. Yep. Great.
her-
I love that.
Stopping the record is like.
But I will say, Eric, this is we're in horror movie vibe right now. The way the camera is tracking the mom with that knife, this is horror.
Yep. And then we get what she's in the background and she's looking, and we see a full gremlin eating eating all of her hard work, the gingerbread cookies. He's just like, but now you see it in its full form, and they've got these striations. It's very Creature of the Black Lagoon reminds me of, but massive teeth and the cat eye, like the slits for eyes. And she sees it, and then she ducks out, but it has one ear and it goes, right? And then it knows she's there because it goes,
yes.
Really, really cool.
But the mom is resourceful here.
Oh my gosh.
She's resourceful. Yes.
Yep.
And I remember watching this scene in the theater when I first saw it, and the audience kind of going nuts at some of the stuff that's going to happen here.
Yeah. So I don't know if we counting gremlin deaths or dispatching of gremlins, but we have to remember, everybody, there's 6 gremlins out there that are monsters that have hatched, and then we got Gizmo. So, but there are 5 gremlins that have hatched at the house.
Yes.
So one of them makes the dumb decision to go into, those giant blenders that you have, Art, you probably have one of those giant blenders at home for mixing like pizza dough. Right?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
silver bowl. Industrial strength. Well, you got a gremlin. He's got most of his body in there because whatever's in there, he wants a piece of it. But she thinks quick, and she's like, she has a knife in her hand, remember, but she thinks quick. She just turns it on, and PG-13 blood, so it's green goo.
Yeah,
so
and I remember that's the reaction I remember from the audience was the like, "Wah!"
Yeah. So we get a dead gremlin that it's spun around. You just see its legs. So
and then, but then
gremlin.
she starts getting hit with plates.
Yes,
plates are being thrown at her.
Yep. Seems like they're really smart. So I don't know if this is where she grabs the board.
Yes, it's whipping the plates at her, and she's approaching it. And then
that this is the one that's on the counter, right?
Yes.
She's got that knife, and good for her, man. She's just like, stabbing it.
Horror movie, Eric. This is like, this is full on trilogy of terror. Like, right?
Yeah.
This is that.
Yes.
Yeah, the horror movies. And apparently they were supposed to cut back, and you would see the gremlin with the knife stuck in it going like, and they cut that shot out.
Yeah.
Because you do. I know what you're yes.
His legs are still moving.
Because she gets a cookie plate on her back, a big tray, like a big metal tray, bam, on her back. And so she turns around, and there's another one. And that's where we get to see in the background, in the composition of the shot, is that the gremlin is on the counter with the knife going like, writhing around on the counter.
She's pretty smart with this. She's got cooking spray, all the household items that you can use as a weapon against a gremlin. She got cooking spray and sprays it in one gremlin's face. And it's like, and then she backs it up into the world's largest microwave.
And it's not a Peltzer microwave. This looks like an actual microwave.
This is a GE, General Electric. So she puts that gremlin in there and then just presses, the 30-second one. Bing! And that thing explodes.
Yes.
Inside in a big gooey.
And thus was born the PG-13 rating.
Yeah. We got 3 gremlins dead. They're actually dead. And you talk about how Amanda left with the scene. So I believe that Orsina saw this scene. She doesn't remember seeing a lot of gremlins, which is really funny. But guess who's lurking around in the background right now? I think it's Orsina. Oh, here she's emerging from the bright light. Hi, love.
Hi.
We're just talking about Gremlins, and fun fact is Amanda, who doesn't like horror movies, made it up to the point where he found the dead teacher.
Yeah, and then she was out.
Yeah.
Amanda couldn't do it.
How far did you make it?
Well, I have to say, I think we both petered out and were ready for bed.
Oh,
at the
don't drag me
same
into this.
point.
I've seen it a million times.
I know. No, you know what? It's like one of those things. I saw it back in the day, and I know I've watched bits and pieces of it with you. But yeah, I kind of don't even remember how it ends.
Oh, well,
know.
we'll have to watch it again for Christmas.
We made it up to the kitchen scene, and I heard you talking about the mom wielding the weapons of destruction in the kitchen.
I think that's how you would fare in the kitchen. If there were gremlins, I think you'd kick butt.
I think I would too.
You would. Before you go, what does a gremlin sound like? Do you remember?
Well, the cute ones are like,
Go ahead.
and then the mean ones are like, I don't know.
That's good. That was good. I think you did a great job. So yeah, I think Orsina would fare very well in the kitchen like the mom's doing. So we got 3 dead, right?
Yes, 3 dead.
There's 5.
So we have 2 left, right? Plus Gizmo, if you want to count Gizmo.
There's 2 left.
And Gizmo has come out of the laundry chute at this point. I think we've seen him escape the laundry chute. He's kind of gone out of there.
He's still
in there. He's still in there, trapped in there, right?
Yeah, because mom is
she gets 2 knives. Now she has 2 knives. She grabs another knife.
She is awesome. And she hears a noise in the
living room.
Where here again, I'm having issues with her choice of gifts for her 22-year-old child. So you get the stockings hung by the chimney with care, right?
And one big stocking.
Yeah, something's in there, Art.
Pulsating.
Yep.
Moving around.
Yep. But she knows what to do, man. She just slices slices it wide open. Oh, it's a robot. A robot. He's like, Mom, you know what I'd really like from Santa? What's that, honey? I like one of those robots with a twisty waist.
Let's remember, original script was supposed to be a young kid like Corey Feldman's age in this. So I think there's still leftover stuff from all of that in there.
Maybe.
Or Billy is very in Arrested Development.
maybe just, hey, why are we dissing his choice of toys? Right. He just loves the toys.
She's relieved about that, but then Christmas tree jump scare.
Yes. If you look hard enough when she's backing up at that tree, you can see 2 eyes.
Yes.
Staring right at her. I love that. And then this is sad for me when that Christmas tree goes down. We only have one Christmas tree went down in my entire life, and that was when the cat got its claw caught on the tree.
Oh yeah.
So I've seen a tree go down, but this one, that gremlin attacks her through the tree.
And they talk about this is part of the reason we have PG-13 is this movie, but this is pretty scary stuff. The gremlin is attacking her to kill her with the intent to kill the mom.
Yes. Yeah. Strangling her with the Christmas lights.
The tinsel from the tree.
Yeah, the tinsel. It's the tinsel, and it turns her around and it like pushes her face back like it's just gonna...
It's really, violent stuff.
She's gonna die.
But well, original script, she dies here.
Yeah.
In the original script.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Spielberg is like, no.
No mom head rolling down the stairs. No, thank you.
You're right. That's right. They're supposed to be
rolling down the stairs.
Because Billy comes in right now. Billy comes in to save the day here. Billy's coming in. But in the original script, he came in and his greeting was his mom's head rolling down the stairs.
Yeah. Oh,
Crazy.
My God.
So he comes in. That sword, Erik. That sword. There it is.
Yes. I love it. So he comes just in time, and the gremlin's going to kill her. And he just goes, hey. And he takes that sword and lops its head off. And it goes flying into the fireplace.
Interesting, Erik. Is that the same sword that Hugh Grant uses in Lair of the White Worm to cut off?
Oh, no.
A head? No, okay.
No, sadly, no. That's
a much bigger sword,
that's
right?
A broad
that one.
Sword.
Okay.
Yeah,
but it reminded me a little bit of that movie, The Lair of the White Worm. Billy drops mom at the house next door and takes Gizmo to track Stripe. Stripe escaped because, like you said, now that's what we're down to 1 now. Stripe is the only one left.
Yes, because they see Stripe and he looks at them and he's like, and he breaks through the window and takes off in the snow. In the snow.
Do you know what's funny? I've not ever thought of that, Eric.
Every second.
I
of
have
every
never put that together.
He runs off in the snow, but maybe he's a cold-blooded creature, so doesn't sweat or be warm. But yeah, he takes off and clearly has this evil stripe. So we know it's the one that was kind of the worst, but yeah, escaped. And what I love about the neighbor's house is when they're decorating the tree and the dad goes to answer the door, he's dragging tinsel with him. It's still attached to trees. Like, I mean, just the little bits like that where you just go, good job, you guys. So mom's out of the picture.
Mom's out of the picture. She's safe at the neighbors, and they're tracking these footprints through the snow. Gizmo and Billy.
Yeah, Gizmo in the backpack.
Gizmo's in the backpack, which we should say Steven Spielberg's idea to keep Gizmo in the movie, because the original concept of the script was Gizmo turned into the Gremlins and multiplied as the Gremlins. Gizmo, when all that stuff happened with these new Gremlins, Gizmo's gone from the movie, and Spielberg is like, Gizmo is gold. Got to keep him in the movie.
We need Gizmo, yeah. And so he's in the backpack. So, he tracks him to the YMCA.
Mm-hmm.
And it broke in, and he's looking around for the creature, and it jump scares him, right?
Yes. And scratches him across the chest, like we saw it with when it scratched him in that claw. Stripe just goes like right across his chest. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but does it like maliciously, like a serial killer? Like, I'm gonna give you a warning first.
Yeah,
because it doesn't kill him. It freaking jumps away. And these things are fast. Everybody, this thing, they like leap and scurry. We all know they're super fast.
They spring sort of like monkeys. That's the idea that they have.
Well, you know, that wouldn't be a good idea in reality, would it? Why didn't they just have monkeys?
They tried to have monkeys play the Gremlins, and they said it lasted like 2 seconds, right? They had an animal trainer bring a monkey, and they put the Gremlin head on it.
And it was just lost it.
Apparently, they said it defecated. Like it started just defecating and
freaking out.
So,
I think that would have been an entirely different film, is watching a bunch of monkeys trying to rip their masks off.
But yeah, that was their original plan. But yeah, they can jump, they can spring, and they're really scary little creatures.
Yeah, you know what's at the Y?
Always, you got to go use the pool at the Y. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say a bunch of naked men over 70 in a sauna, but no. Yes, you're right. There's the pool.
Yes,
there's the pool.
Yeah,
I love this bit. Love it. It just the thing jumps into the pool. Cannonball. Holding its nose. You can see it underwater sinking to the bottom with its nose held.
They had to shoot that like 72 times because it kept tipping over.
Probably.
Like that. I know on the director's commentary, he talks about they had that great shot of it sinking to the bottom, and they go it'd just get out of the frame and it'd go like, and they'd be like, damn it. And the last one they got, Eric, they realized they had forgot to put fucking Stripe's head. Oh, sorry, I just swore. They forgot to put Stripe's mohawk on, and they were like, Art,
I can't swear now because you used up the one.
I know, sorry.
But good for you, man. Good for you.
But yeah, so a little humorous thing there.
I didn't know. Why didn't they wait its butt? Why wouldn't they do that?
But what comes next, Eric, is I think a great shot. Just an amazing effects shot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole pool starts bubbling and like just dry ice, green, that noise again. And you just know that the gremlin is reproducing right now. Just amazing.
It's amazing. And all practical effects. So Billy runs out, and you can see inside behind him with the windows of the Y are just shadows and green light in the windows.
Yep.
And he runs to the sheriff's office.
And we see that when he's running to the sheriff's office, that it's kind of a cute scene. It's the only stop motion, but I think that, where there's one gremlin and walks out and then it goes, it's almost like it's going, come on, let's go. And then I would say, I don't know how many gremlins we're led to believe here, but remember that one drop of water produced one gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other spillage produced 5. So how many gremlins are here?
Yeah, there's a lot.
But it's a quick scene, but it's good enough that you can see them all walking and it's just stop motion, but it's done really well.
They're jumping over each other and flipping over and each other in the background. Sheriff's office, and the sheriff has a deputy. Just mention that people might know now. It's Jonathan Banks, the actor Jonathan Banks, who recently we just all know as he's on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Yeah, and my kids love him. I actually texted my youngest and said, "Look who's in Gremlins." He's like, "Oh my god!" So,
he was also a big year for him too. Like Judge Reinhold, he was in Beverly Hills Cop. He was the bad guy in Beverly Hills Cop.
There you go. But they don't believe it's Christmas Eve right now, everybody. Yeah. And they don't believe it's like, oh yeah, little green people, huh? Okay. And they just think he's drunk.
He sends the deputy over to the YMCA. He says, you go over and check it out at the YMCA, to the deputy. And then we cut to Murray Futterman's house. And Murray Futterman is watching TV. This is Dick Miller with his wife. And he's trying to get reception on the TV. The TV's not working. So things are going wrong. He goes outside and we see a big bent antenna up on his roof.
And the wife is hilarious because she loves Christmas. She's fixing the fake fireplace. She's like, "'Tis the season, la la la." Right, Murray? He don't care. He doesn't like it.
I didn't look her up. We've seen this actress before, right? She's in a lot of stuff back then. Yeah,
but she just doesn't care. She's oblivious to her husband's grumpiness. And the remote's not working because it's a foreign pots.
He goes outside to check his antenna. And his Kentucky harvester starts up.
Yep. Because we had seen, but he goes, the gremlins are sneaky because we see that it's the gremlins just hanging all over the antenna. But when he goes out, they're gone.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. But the Kentucky harvester starts up and busts out of the garage towards him. And the gremlins are driving the Kentucky harvester.
Yep. And it is a Kentucky harvester is a
it's like a plow, like a caterpillar, tractor with a big payloader in the front. Yes.
Yeah. So you could scoop things up with it and stuff. And this is where you're thinking horror movie music, like right? Chasing towards him, like smashing into his house. But instead, you're thinking, oh, this is cool because the music's like ding, 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 ding. I mean, clever. Yeah. So it's almost like a cartoon.
Yes.
Of these destroying their house.
It drives through the house.
Yep.
And then it approaches them. They're cornered, Murray and his wife in the corner, and it's a POV from the payloader from the Kentucky harvester, and it's going right into them.
Yep.
They're dead, Erik? They're dead?
Gremlins.
They're dead?
It shows the gremlin, the results, but the gremlin, it definitely hit them. So let's just say, for the purposes of this movie, then they're dead.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say right now, they're dead. We don't see them dead, but they would be dead from being.
I know where you're going with that.
Okay. Just want to if we're just watching Gremlins, everybody, I guess they're dead.
And then we go out and we see a guy going out to put some Christmas cards in a mailbox.
Yeah, the minister.
The minister.
Have a little problem there. The things keep spitting back out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then our guy with the pipe, remember the guy with the pipe that's the Christmas tree guy? And he was like, that'll do it at the bank. This guy. He's there too.
He goes and he goes to put a card in there and it's like it pulls his arm into the mailbox, so we know the gremlins are in that mailbox.
But we don't have any. It's not. I don't think he's dead.
It's no blood. There's no anything like that. Yeah.
No.
All of a sudden, we see the gremlins are messing around with the traffic lights.
Yes. And on purpose, like, and you hear, So they're I don't know, 1,000 of them, 500 of them. It's a lot.
And this is where we cut back to the sheriff's office, and the deputy's back from the YMCA, and he brought Gizmo back. Found Gizmo. So Billy just left Gizmo.
Oh
at
my
the
gosh,
YMCA.
I forgot that, Art.
Yeah,
He
Billy,
left.
when he took off, left Gizmo because the deputy brought him back, and now he's in the sheriff's office.
Oh,
But they
okay. Wow.
They get
That's
and
the
the
first
but
time
the
I realized that.
the sheriff gets a phone call,
Mhm.
and it's what? The sheriff goes, Murray Futterman, freak accident.
Yeah. So what does that lead us to believe, though, Art? That the Futtermans are dead.
And so the creatures are making things seem like it's an accident, like
I guess
gremlins
so.
will do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah, but
we're
they're
out.
just destroying the town.
Yes, because now we're outside. We see the Deagle home, and
I love this part.
and we hear Stripe goes.
Yes.
What does he say, Eric?
He goes, Deagle, Deagle. I love it.
Yes.
Deagle, Deagle.
She's inside.
Let's talk about her life a little bit. I just want to explore the inside of her house because
It's a big house. It's big
It's a
with a
beautiful
huge
home.
staircase. Yeah.
Yeah. However, I watched Hoarders, Art, and if you look around, she is not right in the head. She has got things are piled up. She's got crooked candles, and then she's coming down the stairs on that. You know the stair,
Electronic things that you go down. Yeah.
and she's got a cat.
You're well familiar with lifts, right, Eric?
Oh yes. Oh gosh. Tell me about lifts.
That's
I
a
know
whole
about
other
lifts.
episode, Eric. But
Yeah. She's got that chair lift, but it's a circular. It's not a circular staircase, but it's one of those staircases that has a circular feel to it.
it's a
So
grand staircase,
Yeah,
almost you would call it. Yeah, that
but
sweet
she's got
sound.
a cat in her,
Yes.
and she's calling it. I think that one's Dollar Bill. She's like, "Oh, Dollar Bill, Dollar Bill." And this got lost on me until I read trivia about it. But now I know all of her cats are named after different kinds of currency.
Yeah, and there's a whole subplot that's completely cut from this movie.
Yeah.
Where Mrs. Deagle is buying up mortgaged houses that are behind on their mortgage so she can sell them to a chemical company. Completely
part-
cut from the movie. We
Yeah,
don't
her part
need it,
got
though.
cut
We don't
short.
need it, Eric.
No,
we don't.
but
need
she's
it in
great.
this movie. Yeah, she's great. Yeah. But she hears, Eric, what does she hate the most? And she hears it outside.
Christmas carolers. I'll teach them a thing I got.
So she gets a pitcher of water.
Can you imagine?
She's gonna basically
Imagine if she heated it up. It was like the water for her tea.
Yeah. She's got her
teach them.
Oh my God. Her oatmeal, hot oatmeal. She's gonna throw it into the face of the little carolers.
There's your Christmas. Ah.
And she passes to go out towards the door, and we see from behind the corner pops out of our gremlins. Is that Stripe that pops out? And you go,
I don't know if that's right. I can't
but
say
one of
for
them's
sure,
in the
but
house. We can see.
One of them's in the house. Yep, they're smart.
Yeah.
They're smart.
She goes outside, and then as she's going to the door, we see that somebody's messing with some mechanics on her chair.
Yep.
There. Mhm.
Yep. And she opens the door and she's like, I'll teach you, or whatever she says. She's going to throw water on. This is where I like it now, but originally I was confused as to what I'm supposed to be believing here, because the Christmas carolers are gremlins,
Mhm.
but they have hats and earmuffs and scarves and Christmas carol books that they're singing from that are all size appropriate for these 24-inch tall critters.
Yeah.
So I thought, but I had to let go, Art. I had to let go of that.
I thought there was an explanation, Eric, because there is deleted scene where we see the real carolers are outside of her home, and they actually show us the real carolers. And she comes out and says, "Go away, don't ever, whatever." So, and then we see in the snow, Stripe is looking at those carolers, and he's kind of bopping along to the carols. It's a very weird deleted scene. But the idea is she's hearing those carolers when we see this in the real movie, and she thinks they've come back. Now, here's right. So
That
she
makes
goes out,
sense to me.
but it doesn't answer your question. I'm going to agree,
No.
because I thought when I first watched the deleted scene, oh, we'll see the same types of hats and earmuffs that the carolers had on, but they're not.
Well,
So
if the carolers were from Lord of the Rings, if the carolers were halflings, then I would understand it.
Right.
If they're like the infant carolers of, this beautiful place, they have like a little caroler division.
But
no,
they're all singing, but they're not quite singing. They're singing the da 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 da, but as a Christmas carol, sort of.
They love it. They're bullies. Just like you nailed it.
Yeah.
They're you know what they're like? They're like what's that show on a long time ago? Bret Michaels, Rock of Love. They're like the catty girls
Right.
on that.
Yeah.
Hating on everybody but loving it.
So
Taking their chops off. And Pete, remember Pete who was in the movie at some point, the little kid?
yeah, Corey Feldman.
Yeah. They're everywhere apparently because he's fending them off with a slingshot at his house.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's succeeding. So I guess he doesn't die because he cuts the cord for one of them's hanging on the Christmas lights. He cuts it. I think it's really cool.
That's the cord. It's really great. Yeah. So Mrs. Deagle, though, tries to escape these carolers. She goes back in her house. She can't get on her chair to go up.
She's like, I'm not ready. Oh, I'm not ready. No. Oh, they've come for me. Like she knows she's bad. It's like that story about the sexton and the goblins. That's what that is. They come for me.
But her chair's rigged up, Erik, and she shoots up that staircase up like it's a slingshot, and it gets to the top, and she flies out of it and through the window and out onto the snow in front of the house where the sheriff just happens to be.
Pulls up, and because they're now trying to find out what are all these calls from, and you see Mrs. Deagle's chair, and I love you see her fuzzy slippers. She's just her legs sticking out there. So technically, that would be 4 people dead that we are aware of.
Yeah,
but she's dead. What I would have loved, Art, I thought missed opportunity if she had Dollar Bill in her hand. She's like, come on, Dollar Bill. And she went up and her and the cat flew out the window and the cat survived. I would have loved to see that. The cat's like, probably too much. But yeah.
And so the sheriff and the deputy are like, oh my God, that's Mrs. Deagle. And underneath the car, the sheriff's car, we see a gremlin ripping out a brake line. And the fluid comes out everywhere. Yeah.
They are super, super smart.
But across the street, a guy dressed as Santa comes out of his house, and there's a gremlin on top of him.
Three
gremlins. He's just going, And these guys aren't, what I love is the sheriff and the deputy aren't getting out of their car to help this guy.
Nope.
I think they're just in shock at what they're seeing.
Yeah,
is that?
I forget what the guy's name is, but they're like, he plays Santa every year. Well, what's
Dave Myers? They said. It's Dave Myers.
What's he got on him?
And Stripe, is it Stripe on top of Santa that we see? Whoever it is, whatever gremlin is strangling Santa right in front of the window next to the sheriff.
And he's looking at him like, see what I'm doing?
Yes. He's like, ha ha. As Santa drops down below the car. You must not like that because I know you don't like the Santa getting.
No, well, it was the Santa's helper, but I didn't like
that's true. And I
think
love the deputy.
Guy,
Jonathan Banks.
You think it would be, I guess he's super tough now, but in this movie, he's like,
he goes,
I don't want to be here.
He goes, why don't you start the car, Frank? Start the car. Start the car.
So they do. They take off, but remember
they leave poor Dave. Yeah.
Yep. They come around that corner where Back to the Future is. So and they have no brakes, so they overturn the car and they crash
into a car insurance office. If you know.
Yep. Well, good for them. But do we count Santa's helper as dead? Is he dead? I would think they killed him.
I think so.
The cops, not necessarily dead.
Not necessarily, but was there an explosion after they went through?
No.
Or like did it catch on fire? No. Okay.
Because then I would have said they dead.
Yes. So Billy gets out into his VW Bug.
Yeah. And it doesn't work, right? It doesn't start?
Well, he does hear Ricky rockin' Ricky on the radio.
Oh, so the car does work now.
Yes, the car works
Oh,
now.
okay, it works now.
Yeah. But Rockin' Ricky's on the radio and he's like, hey, this is Rockin' Ricky. I'm getting fed up with all these people calling in crank calls saying things happen. I'm fed up with this Orson Welles crap, like War of the Worlds. And then you start to hear that he's getting it. So wherever Ricky is, right, he's getting the gremlins are there.
Oh, hold on. And you hear screaming and glass breaking.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like you at the end of some of our podcasts.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Exactly.
So you think, oh, geez, they're everywhere because they got to be everywhere.
And
I love that this small town has a radio station, too.
I guess we have to include this just really quickly. We cut to a gas station. Dad's on his way home from this convention.
Yeah, we have to know he's on his way home with Barney.
And I think he's trying to barter with the gas station attendant. And he sells the gas station attendant who's just coughing all the time and smoking.
He is a chain smoker. He's got one. He puts it down. He picks up the second one. And I love the guy. He's so good at that's what I love about sometimes a new actor that just ad libs and plays himself. But he's like, I see you're a smoker. Because I might have the thing just for you here.
And our smoker here, too, is from the thing from Another World. He's from that movie originally.
Yeah. And he doesn't say a word.
Nope. He just coughs and smokes.
Smokeless ashtray.
Yeah, that's what Peltzer is selling, is the Peltzer smokeless ashtray.
This guy would need it.
So then we cut right away, and this still always confuses me. It is a fantastic shot, but we cut to Dory's Tavern, our bar here, and Kate is at the bar, and she's frantically serving somebody at the bar, but as the camera pulls back, we see it's gremlins. The backs of their heads are at the bar, and as the camera pulls back, it's encompassing the mayhem that's around her. And one of them is even swinging from the ceiling fan as she's frantically trying to refill their drinks.
Yep. They are all at the bar. It is like a bachelorette party gone off the rails because they are drinking and eating and smoking and smashing things. One of them has 3 cigarettes in its mouth, and they're forcing her to run the bar. And she's doing a great job of reacting to these dozens. It's got to be dozens of gremlins. There's got to be over 30 gremlins in this little bar.
She's trying to pour their drink. She's trying to light their cigarettes. She's trying
this is where I know we'd be spending a little time on this one, because this bar scene, you could just rewatch it as many times as you like, and you're going to find some new stuff. And this is where they went, let's make this absurd.
And they literally, Erik, said behind the scenes, everybody give us your ideas for things we could have gremlins doing. And they said, nothing's off limits. And then they said, let's just do them all. Let's just do every idea we have.
Let's just do them all, but also keep all of them in this scene.
Yes.
So I'm sure you have a couple, but I'll start with the gremlins love to smoke.
Oh my God.
So remember, don't feed them after midnight. Apparently you can let them smoke. So they love smoking and drinking and smashing bottles. But now we get a variety. Remember the carolers?
Mm-hmm.
So now we get a variety of character gremlins. So what do you got? Give me a couple.
First of all, Kate looks down at the corner of the bar and there's a flasher. A flasher gremlin.
Those of us who don't know what a flasher is, that is someone who goes around in a trench coat with dark sunglasses and exposes themselves.
Yeah.
So
of course the gremlin doesn't have anything to expose, but it's hunched over and it's like, ha ha, and opens up. He has a hat and he opens up. Now, Erik, I tried. I hate telling people what I was going to. There's a toy of this gremlin. There was a toy.
Flasher gremlin.
Yes, there was a flasher gremlin. And I said, I'm going to get Erik that for Christmas. But it's out of print and it is like $350 now to get one.
I'm worth it.
But it's one of those NECA toys, it's a gremlin, the flasher gremlin.
I'm sure.
But I was like, I did try, Erik. I tried. I was like, I'm going to get Erik that somewhere. Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
So we have Flasher Gremlin. What are some of
Yeah.
yours that you want to cover here?
It goes crazy. So the one that immediately comes to mind for me is Flashdance Gremlin. So all the music changes so much in this bar, from like bar music to now it's a Flashdance type of song, and they're doing quick cuts of basically the Flashdance person with the leggings, pink leggings, and it's doing the leg moves, and the music is like 1, 2, ba da da ba da do da ba da da, and then it ends up with doing a break dance like spinning around. And I thought, it's got a headband, the sweater thing cut off.
Yeah, was it Jennifer Beals? Was that who that was?
Basically, it's Jennifer Beals Gremlin, except without the water. Can't have that.
What's great, you probably saw it, Erik, when it's spinning around, there's all this sawdust on the floor, and you could see where the hand is attached to the thing because it's spinning around, and the hand is just spinning through the sawdust on the ground. It was like you can see that. But there's a little interlude. Suddenly, there's a boom box, and they click the music, and it goes into this like slow jazzy riff, and there's a one gremlin in the corner. He has shades on. He's all dressed in black with a black hat, and he's smoking. He's got a big cigarette out of his mouth, as if he's, I don't know, like a blues guy in the corner or something.
Yeah, he's like, dude.
And then suddenly next to him, there's this little puppet going like,
What even is it? It looks like it looks like a sloth to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
And we pull back, and it's another gremlin, and it has a hand puppet on each hand. And it starts sort of doing a Punch and Judy show with these two puppets in front of this other guy. And does he shoot it? Does he shoot?
He does.
The guy in black shoots the gremlin who has the puppets.
Shoots it with the size appropriate revolver.
Right.
That's not the only size appropriate revolver, because we've got a card game going on. It's a card game,
and they're play acting, right? They're
like pretending that they're from the 40s.
Yeah.
And even one of them is dressed up like
a gangster's mall, like it like with the hair and the earrings,
lipstick. And it's going like this. Artist going, and they're playing cards, and she whispers to, it might be Stripe.
He's got cards and he's playing. Yeah.
She whispers over to him. She's like, and you see him go, huh? And the other guy has like 5 aces or something.
And he's putting another one in. You see it come up from under the table, and it's starting to go into the deck.
Yeah. So she called him out on it, and the I think it's Stripe, shoots him dead.
Yeah.
This is all happening in the bar. I mean, is there more?
They keep cutting back and forth. We could go on forever.
Yeah.
They're messing with wiring and going, and then one of them will get shocked. It's like, it's just complete mayhem. Like you said, they're guzzling beer down, which I guess beer doesn't count as water.
Okay, well, is this where we're hitting the water issue? Because I can do it quick.
Okay.
This is my reasoning. When my reasoning goes, why do they have small hats? So obviously the Gremlins are very good at creating stuff on the fly, but it has to be pure water. So if there's anything in the water, you're good. So if you spill Coke on them, beer,
gotcha,
seltzer, anything, you're fine. They're not going to turn. It has to be.
So if you put electrolytes in there, it's not going to hurt.
You're good. Unless, of course, chlorine. If there's chlorine in it, it will work.
Enhanced, maybe.
Yeah, chlorine aggravates it. That's what it is. So that's everybody. Just lay off wait a minute, what about the water? And while we're on it, time zones, everybody, midnight, where they are. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
If it's midnight, where they are.
Yeah.
Don't feed them after midnight.
And what's the cutoff, Erik? So if you feed them what's the cutoff hour after midnight where you can feed them?
Till 1 p.m., 1 a.m.
So just the hour, the witching
Just
hour,
the
you
hour.
can't feed them.
Yep.
Okay.
They should
All
come
right.
with those little cards. You know when you get a gift and there's a card and it explains how you're supposed to. That should be with every.
Or a
mug
video. We covered a movie called Rare Exports, and they had a
Yep.
whole little short film safety
Right.
instructions. They
Yes.
should have safety instructions for
Yeah.
gremlins.
Taking care of your mugwai.
So we should say Kate, I guess she's been corralled there. We didn't see how it even happened that she's in the bar and having to serve them. She got trapped. But she is lighting their cigarettes, like we said, and she strikes a match at one point, and she realizes one of them is like, backs off from the light of the struck match.
Yes,
so she immediately puts together that I will go grab the camera.
Yes, and I will point out, Art, that gremlin has a addiction because it has 3 cigarettes in its mouth, right?
Yes.
And she goes to light it, and it doesn't want her to, but then leans back in to be like, oh, no, okay, I need my nicotine. So that gremlin has an issue. It has a problem.
Right.
Very addictive behavior.
One thing I noticed on watching it for this podcast too, Erik, I realized Kate was not in on Mogwai or anything prior to this. So Kate, these are the first. Kate has no idea what's happened. Like she just knows these gremlins showed up, and she's now their slave.
She's having a psychotic moment is what's happening, I think. She's like, I must be having a psychotic moment.
Yeah. And so she uses the camera, which I guess she immediately realizes, hey, I'll use a flash on the camera. And she's using it to escape. She's going, poof, camera's flashing, and the gremlins will go, so she can start to make her way out of the bar using the camera to flash these gremlins.
Yep.
But at the door, she runs into a problem. There's somebody blocking the door, Erik.
What would you say that when you're wearing that ski, the ski mask that you get that has the 2 eye holes and the mouth hole, and then you think, I can use this to rob banks.
Yes,
that's what this guy has.
He's hanging on the railing by where you go out the stairs.
Yep.
And he looks like a Muppetish type of character. They all look like, but he's got a gun. He's pointing a gun at her. Yeah.
They have so many guns, Art. This is like the 3rd gun we've seen. And she's got that camera, the Polaroid camera. So she's been flashing it.
Yeah.
But, Polaroid camera has only so many pictures, Art.
Yeah. And he shoots at her. He does. He shoots at her, and it breaks the window, the picture right behind her. And you're like, oh, my God. They will kill you. Gremlins will kill you by strangling you or shooting you. Now they have weapons.
Yes.
But she's lucky.
Have to point out that she dispatched another gremlin.
Oh, yeah.
Another gremlin was dead because remember the one that you said was on the
Oh, I forgot that part.
Yeah,
we have to say, yeah.
Turned that on big time, and it flew off the ceiling fan and went straight for the dartboard. Like Wile E. Coyote style. So I say that gremlin's dead.
Yeah.
Just saying it's dead. But yeah, she dodges the bullet. She
dodges it. She's like Remo Williams, but she's lucky, fortunate. Billy's pulling up right at the right time in his VW Bug, and the lights blare into the bar, and it blinds our little robber terrorist, whoever he is, so she can get out.
Like that. They don't like that's bright light. Bright light.
They don't like that. So she goes out, but now she gets in the car, and you think, okay, good, they're in the car, but VW won't start.
Nope. It won't start because I believe, what is it? A gremlin doesn't wreck it. It just doesn't start.
His car was crappy from the beginning.
It was crap because, it comes with its own gremlins.
But what I love is when she gets in the car, Gizmo's in there, and she's a little PTSD from in the bar. She goes in and Gizmo's there, and she's like, she freaks out when Gizmo's like, hey. But I mean, good performance by her. She really looks like freaked out by Gizmo. So they have to make a run for it.
Yeah, they go to the bank, but the bank is just decimated,
empty, decimated. The whole town is now chaos because when they're running, you see shadows in the window. Even Erik, the windows of buildings, like shadows of the gremlins going crazy. She runs by a car and the hood pops open and a gremlin's in the car going and she slams the car door.
It shows you that she screams, but she still fights back. I really like that. All the, especially I find that the women in this are
mom, Kate. Yeah, you're right.
But they're upset, but they're like, nope.
But now they're in the bank and it's abandoned, and we're gonna learn here.
You can hear things in the distance. Things are going on,
and you're gonna hear why Kate's gonna tell why she hates Christmas, Erik.
Yeah,
she's gonna tell us.
And you would think that this wouldn't work at all, but she nails this mini monologue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Christmas and what happened?
Well, her dad left at Christmas.
Yeah.
When she was a kid. Mm-hmm. Her dad took off on the family.
Yeah.
He didn't show up.
Yeah.
He left them at Christmas time.
Yeah. So nobody knew where he was. The police couldn't find him. But Art, that's they went to the fireplace, and that's when she noticed the smell.
She was going to start a fire. Was it on Christmas? Was it going to start the fire?
I think
Christmas
so.
Eve maybe or something.
Yeah,
or no, it wouldn't have been. It would have been days later.
Yeah, it's days later. Yeah. So the smell, and they thought, Art, it would be the fireman came, and maybe they pull out a squirrel or a bird, but it's
not. Broke open the top of the chimney, Erik, and it was her dad was in the top of the chimney.
Yeah, well, you know what, Art? He was dressed as Santa, arms full of presents. He was going to come down the chimney on Christmas to surprise them, but he fell and broke his neck. He died instantly, apparently.
Why am I laughing, Erik?
I don't know, because it's morbidly funny in the worst way possible, but
She delivers it as if she's going for the Oscar, not in a hammy way. She delivers this straight.
And she says, and that's how I found out that there was no Santa Claus. And me watching this, I first of all was very upset. And secondly, you're wrong, Kate. There is a Santa Claus. Your dad is not Santa Claus. He's a helper, and he messed up royally, and I'm sorry for that.
His arms were full of presents. Was he?
Yeah.
He broke his neck. I was trying to figure out the mechanics of what he was doing.
Dad had a couple drinks at the place where he asked his wife to marry him, and then they said, that sounds like a great idea. You should do that. And he
went home, got the Santa suit on.
Yep. And then he's like, "Oh, I got presents." Probably went through the attic roof thing. Probably went up there, or lattice work, whatever. Hands full of presents. Not all of them though, Art, because he dropped a bunch on the way up there. And the chimney. Apparently, their chimney is pretty wide.
Yeah, because I'm like
chimney,
and you can see he's got the presents in his hands, so he's trying to probably get in the chimney.
Yeah.
But still hold, and he's probably like, I should have brought a sack or something. I should have.
Right.
No wonder Santa has a sack.
Yeah, and he's got the rubber boots on. And he's thinking to himself, well, Santa can do it, then so can the dad. He got stuck for a minute or two, but then fell and broke his neck.
But yeah, and
the presents above him?
I was trying to figure it out, but
did the present stop him from falling all the way down?
Well,
Monopoly, the game Monopoly helped wedge his body in there.
Well, one thing I do have to mention before we move on is they cut in a reaction shot from Gizmo listening to the story.
Yes,
two of them
sells it.
Two of them.
Yes,
one is Gizmo sort of going like. And the other is when she finishes the punchline of the story, Gizmo's ears drop to his side, and his expression, I have to say, is like, what the?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Gizmo's like, I did not see that's where that was going.
Right. It's like, really? Oh. I thought you were going to say he was rushed to the hospital or something. She nails it. And they said, we are keeping this in.
Yeah, no, they fought about it behind the scenes.
Yep.
Joe Dante was saying we're keeping this in. And finally, Steven Spielberg said, you know what? Okay. All right.
We'll see what happens.
I'm glad they did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're done with that. They go in the town.
They go out into the town.
Empty.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of lights on now, like the street lights and stuff. So maybe the gremlins don't like that, but there's no gremlins, but no people either. Where are the people, Art?
And the score is an eerie version of Silent Night. Did you notice?
Yep.
It's like, like really
Such
eerie.
a good job. They're really hitting it with the, do you hear what I hear? Love it.
Yeah. And Billy says it'll be daylight soon. So the gremlins probably have to go somewhere where it's going to be dark.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Where would that be? The YMCA?
No. It's
Where
going to
there's
be
a
the
lot
movie
more-
theater,
no?
which now is playing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. But earlier in the movie, it was playing A Boy's Life and Watch the Skies.
Watch the Skies?
Well, A Boy's Life was the working title of E.T., and Watch the Skies was the working title of Close Encounters.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Yes.
And fun fact also, everybody, that's the theater that the DeLorean is heading towards in Back to the Future. That's the theater.
Mhm.
Right? 88 miles an hour. Watch out for the gremlins, Marty.
So they go into the theater, they sort of look in, and you see there's a gremlin's getting some popcorn at the concession stand.
Yes, and it's decimated. There's hardly anything left in there. So there is a gremlin in there.
Mm-hmm. And he says, he goes, they're inside. And she says, all of them. And we cut to the theater. And I don't know how many seats are in this theater, but there is a gremlin in every seat of this theater.
There's a few gremlins in every seat. Like,
yes.
So there's, if it's let's say, I don't know, what's your average size theater? 200 seats?
Yeah, right. For a movie theater, yeah. Right?
So there's got to be this over.
Because you got to figure, Eric, your theater holds like, what, 60 or
68?
68.
So like 200 gremlins would fit in there, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wrecking my theater.
Huge crowd of them. And it's like the bar scene a little bit because we're just seeing lots of different gremlins in here.
And one of them smoking. That guy's still smoking. Yes. One of them has the 3D glasses that you have for for watching a 3D movie. But they have to rig up Snow White, Art. So they're up there in the projection room trying to.
It's a great set piece. The puppeteers and the animatronics people just had a great job creating this because it's a big projector and there's just gremlins all over it, and there's spools of film, and some of them are tangled up in the film, and one of them's even on the take-up reel is going like wah around on the take-up reel, and they're trying to get the film in there to start the movie.
Yeah. They don't quite succeed, but they do get to reel 4?
Reel 4. Which is hi ho. The dwarves say hi ho. Yep. And they love it. The gremlins watching the movie start singing hi ho. Hi ho. Because we know that Mogwai like to sing, so I guess gremlins like it too.
They do. They love it. They're all having a great time with their popcorn and candy.
Yeah, one of them has 2 popcorn bags, one on each ear. Did you
on the ears? Yep.
He's swaying back and forth.
Yeah, even popcorn buckets with the holes cut out.
I love those guys.
You do that in the movie, right?
Why did? It's kind of crazy.
They're fun. They're having fun. They're
having so much fun. And we cut to the lobby. I love this detail in the backpack because Kate and Billy are in the lobby coming in, and in the backpack, Gizmo's singing it too. Gizmo's singing hi-ho, hi-ho, the backpack.
Because it's catchy, Art. He can't help it.
It is catchy.
But Gizmo is in this. He's just hanging out like, oh, it's your mess, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I said no to the chicken.
So Kate and Billy go behind the screen of the movie theater to get down into, I guess they want to go down to the basement.
Yeah.
They have some sort of a plan here. And meanwhile, is it Stripe leaves the theater saying, Milk Duds.
Yeah.
What's Milk Duds?
He does, but he doesn't have them. So he looks across the street and it says candy.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, yum, yum. So He's going to go across the street, I guess.
Meanwhile, down in the basement, Billy's releasing gas. He's opening up the gas line.
Yeah, and he takes in the like old school when you want to light a car on fire, you take a rag and stick it in the muffler and light it. That's their plan. Is they have a rag and they light the rag.
Yes, it's like a fuse. And the timing is great because they come up out of the basement behind the screen just as the reel runs out. So the gremlins see their shadow, Billy and Kate's shadow.
Yeah.
And they're like, ah. And then we reverse shot.
It's great.
And we see Billy and Kate running, and it's all the gremlin shadows coming towards the screen. I love it.
I love this bit with that it is terrifying. They don't have to show the gremlins, those huge shadows. It's awesome. And then they're ripping through the theater, the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now I have to look up, Art, if they have 2 or 3 fingers, because I think Gizmo
Gremlins?
only has 3. And so I think only Gremlins have 3. They're 3 fingers. Yep. They've all got, they got the 2 like this. And then the, yeah.
And they're racing through the thing, and they get outside and they're blocking the door.
Yes, but all the gremlins like it's like that reminds me of the Muppets, like you said, where they're all just running towards
down the hallway behind them, right?
Great.
And you see the guys with the popcorn buckets, and then they cut really quickly. Did you notice this, Eric? One of them has a surgical mask with a scalpel or something, and is going like.
That's a little bit later, but yes.
Okay.
I know what they're trying to do here, and I don't understand what movie it is, but.
Okay.
Yeah. So they get out first, they close the door, and all the hands are coming out.
Yes. Yeah.
But
the fuse is going. We see the fuse is heading up.
So they make it out, and then the theater starts catching on fire and exploding.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing gremlins catching on fire stuff. And that's where you get this weird shot of, and I think it's a nod, if anybody knows, to a horror movie with the mad scientist going down in flames.
Oh, okay.
Frankenstein?
Maybe, yeah.
Because does he die in the old movie, the Frankenstein?
Like Bride of Frankenstein, where the turret blows up or something?
He had a knife in his hand.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that's good. Good call. I was trying to wonder why they lingered on this one particular guy so much.
Yeah.
So they think, great, we just blew up all the gremlins, but they turn and Stripe is just coming out of the store with a mass of candy in his hands. He's got every candy bar you can imagine. And some of them are falling. Some of them are falling out of his hands.
But he's like, oh. But they look at each other and Stripe is like, oh. He's mad.
Yeah, he runs back in, and Billy and them come over, and this is the weirdest thing. Billy wants to break into the store, I guess, and he uses one of those bubble pop lawnmowers you use as a kid, like goes pop, 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 and he uses that to break the glass. And I was like, what kind of glass is this that would break the glass? I had no idea.
It would just shatter.
That's what I thought. It was just a really odd thing.
Wasn't. I also thought the same thing, and also the window's probably already broken because
that's what I thought too. I didn't understand why you had to break.
But you know what? They're going to go in.
Yep, they're going in, and Stripe is on a scooter, like we see him scooting through the store. So Billy and Kate separate here. They decide to separate.
Well, she wants to turn on the lights.
Gotcha. And you turn on the lights. That's bad for the gremlins. Yeah.
Yeah. So she goes to turn on the lights, and he grabs a baseball bat to go after Stripe.
And they kiss. They
do have a
They get their first kiss here. A little kiss, a little smooch. Yep. And
she's having trouble with those lights. Trying to find, she's turning on Christmas music. She turns on a fountain in the garden section because this is I thought it was a candy store at first, but it is a
department store. Yeah. It's like
And Stripe finds a tennis ball launcher and starts launching tennis balls at Billy, and he's like, "Oh!" Billy's getting his butt kicked.
Yeah. Stripe is like kind of just all over this store. What we're seeing is like every time Billy thinks he's going to find him, Stripe eludes him. He comes out from behind an E.T. doll, Stripe, at some point.
Oh, that is a great when he's hiding in the. Yeah.
He's
And then
hiding
he
in the-
also is on the camera. He's on a television.
Yes.
And he smashes the television, and then his face appears on all the TVs. And what I love is he goes into another room and he sees the camera
Mhm.
that was used for that, and Stripe's gone. I love the little bits like that where like he was just there.
And then, yeah, so he's shooting tennis balls at him with one of those automatic tennis ball things. And then Stripe throws a freaking circular saw blade at him. And
So good.
it hits right on the wall next to Billy's head. So this is serious. And then an arrow
A crossbow.
Billy. Stripe has a crossbow.
A gremlin sized. You know the crossbow you get for your 5-year-old kid at Ace Hardware? That's what he
Right.
has. Yeah, and he gets him in the arm.
But then he's going to shoot him again. But does Billy block it with the boom box? Is that it?
Yep.
He pulls a
Yeah.
big old boom box down.
Yeah, but he does
And
get hit. So,
Yeah, he does.
yep.
hmm
So-
And
yeah.
then Stripe comes through like a coat rack or whatever. There's like clothes, and you hear it behind. You hear right, and Stripe has a chainsaw, so he's gonna get Billy with a chainsaw.
Yeah, they're having a chainsaw battle, and he's sawing at the.
So he's
Like that.
However, we should say Gizmo, meanwhile, remember he was watching the old movie with the race cars? He has found himself. Is it a Malibu Barbie? Like, is it a Barbie car? Like a Barbie Corvette?
It's really good. It is
Yeah.
he's hauling ass on this little car.
Did he say the quote from the movie, the old
Yeah.
movie too? He says
Yep.
something.
And
He says the little
that
quote.
guy needs a certain kind of dame. Yeah. That's funny. He's just driving, trying to get there.
And just at the last moment, Kate finally gets the lights on, and so Stripe is like, oh, and the chainsaw hits the ground, and because the blade is spinning, it goes across the ground, and it drags Stripe across the ground. It's a kind of a cool shot because you have this gremlin hanging to the chainsaw sputtering across the floor. It's kind of cool.
Yes. And we will point out that the chainsaw is a plug-in chainsaw.
Yeah,
It's kind of funny. But when he gets hit on the wall, and then he sits up, Stripe, and he goes like that.
But Stripe sees the fountain
Yep.
that Kate had turned on going.
Yep.
And then he turns and he sees it's a department store, a gun. And he says, water
Yep.
gun.
Yep. It's a water gun. But the gun also the same size. It's gremlin sized. I'm concerned for this town, really, why they have tiny weapons like that. Yeah. So we know that Dawn is also coming, just like Fright Night.
Yeah.
These are like little vampires almost.
Yeah. Dawn is on his way, and then Dad's on his way too.
With
Dad
the dog.
with the dog, with Barney, and
He pulls up,
Rock
and
and
Barney-
Ricky the DJ is on the radio.
Oh, yes.
And I'm trying
yes.
to, Rock and Ricky is like, hey, I know I had a tough spot there, but Rock and Ricky is still on the air. I'm still here. So he must have survived the gremlin attack.
Yes. Do
he
you
said-
hear what he says?
He says there are Marines who are going to turn the hoses on these things.
The hoses on him.
And
Yeah.
you're like, oh no, that's...
Don't do that. But the dog senses that they're in the department store, so runs into the department store through the
Mhm.
broken window.
Yeah, Barney. And so we're in the garden center, Stripes by the fountain, and he even puts his finger in the fountain, and we see it going like
Yep.
bubbling and
Yes, and he does it on
lights.
purpose. He's like, shows them, he's like, look it.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
what I love is also that Gizmo is in the car and the dog bumps into him and is like, whoa. I mean, it's a cute scene with him and the dog. Like
The dog
dog's-
loves Gizmo.
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
actor loved working with Gizmo
Yep.
the dog. And we see as he puts his finger in, the bubbles start on the back of Stripes.
Yep.
Stripes bubbling. Those things are starting to form
and you're hearing
on his back.
And it's really slow. They're not popping out
Mhm.
as fast. And Billy, it doesn't know what to do. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
But luckily, Gizmo The expert stunt driver saves the day is a snow shovel that's just at an angle. And he uses the snow shovel to Evel Knievel style drive the car up the ramp. And he hits the wall and falls down. I don't know if Stripe says anything to him like he Gizmo caca or something like that. But Gizmo, you know those little cords for the shades?
Yeah. I wish they had shown us how those, I wish they had set those up a little bit like earlier.
Yep.
But Gizmo pulls it.
For the light.
Yeah.
I mean, for the window. For
the windows, because it's morning. It's starting to be morning. And Gizmo pulls it and shoomp, the light comes in and hits Stripe.
And it's awesome. It's not too much light. It's just enough. But apparently if you get hit with sunlight, that's it. So he doesn't run or anything. He just sits there. And it is amazing, so cool and gross.
I counted 4 stages of the decomposition here. Yeah, I counted.
It starts to basically, it reminded me of Fright Night, the guy rotting and melting.
Totally did.
Right?
Yes.
But it was terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So first Stripe is and green goo is coming out of his mouth and sort of bleeding from his eyeballs. And then the next stage they show, they cut back to him and his face is gone, sort of melted green, and his eyeballs are white eyeballs.
Oh, so scary. Yeah. No pupils. We do point out that Stripe did get a shot off before he started.
Oh, yes.
He did, but who cares?
But then we see a full body shot of him, sort of, his arms are all like decayed. He's just loping around in the frame and he's just falling apart. And then lastly, he falls into the water and the water's bubbling.
Yeah, which I thought, is he going to multiply? But no, it's too late. The sun.
First time I saw it, I thought that was, I remember thinking, he just went in the water.
Yeah.
Like
he's protected, but no, he's already.
Yeah, I guess he's
dead.
We're supposed to think he's dead.
So,
but is he?
The dad shows up.
Yeah, dad shows up.
Then we get jump scare.
Billy goes to approach the fountain.
Yeah.
And he comes out. This is the other stage, Erik. He's like a skeleton, a gremlin, what a gremlin skeleton would look like, right?
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And he falls onto the floor. It is so awesome. And he basically melts into the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing you get is little bubbles. Bloop, bloop,
did you think, I thought those were meant to think you were like, bloop,
right.
bloop, right, coming out of it.
You would think it, but they were like, is it done? Is it done? Maybe it's not done. And then the dog sniffing at it. And the bubbles come up again. The dog reacts.
Yeah.
But then the bubbles stop.
The bubbles stop. And then he's just a sort of a mass of green goo on the floor.
All gone. So all the gremlins defeated.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know how much later is this now?
And how
is it the evening?
Yeah. It's back at Billy's house.
Yeah.
And we hear on the TV, authorities are blaming mass hysteria for all the things.
No proof. There's no gremlin bodies.
Is everybody dead? Are all these people dead in the town? They don't say on the TV.
Right.
Mass dead people, like mass casualties.
Dead. Right.
Right. They're not saying that,
no.
but
and if they check the I guess I'm stretching it, but the movie theater, apparently when gremlins catch on fire, they burn up into ash.
Yeah.
Because you didn't find any bodies, I guess?
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
And then what was happening at Ricky Rialto's studio? How far away is that, where he was being attacked by gremlins? And where were the gremlins that the Marines were going to turn the hoses on?
Right.
So it's a mass hysteria, but the Marines
that's the only way to do it.
I know. Because we're at home. Yeah. Kate's giving a thermometer to Gizmo because Gizmo, I guess, is on the, don't eat it, she says. And the mom's like, okay, and she starts to turn around. And we get Chinese merchant jump scare.
Yep, there he is. With his one evil eye. Yep. And he's like, give me that back. That's mine. And he said, he goes,
this is the guy who sold it to me.
Yeah,
and he goes,
sold.
Interesting choice of words. Yeah. Sold. Throws the money back on the couch. The money that he must have got from the kid.
Back.
And he's very upset that it's watching television, the Mogwai. He's very upset.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that, this is why, I said before, it's great responsibility and this is what happens. So it must have happened before. I think there should be a movie about like early China. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Did they do a cartoony Gremlins Mogwai or something that was prelude or something?
I don't know.
Yeah. But he's taken him. He wants the box back, and he's taken the Mogwai. He's taking
there
Gizmo.
was a box.
Yeah, and he says, "You do with Mogwai what humans have done with all nature's gifts." So there's a little lesson here.
Yeah,
a little lesson that we're saying. Yeah, not ready for it. We're just not ready, Erik.
So
not ready.
No, and he's going to leave, and then he's like, he's talking to the Mogwai, which I love. He's putting him in the box, and I forget what he's saying. He's like, Ching Dai, or something like that. And like, you understand him? And he's like, all it takes is to, just listen. And then he says, Mogwai wants to say something to you, Billy.
Oh.
And it opens up and he sticks his head out and he goes,
be good.
No, he does. He says,
what else you got?
He says, home. No, he doesn't say any of that stuff. He says, says,
you know what old Jack Burton says on a time like this?
Who?
Me, Jack Burton.
He said, what happened to Judge Reinhold?
No, he says, be good.
No, I thought he said, bye, Billy.
No, he says,
bye, Billy.
He says, bye,
and
Billy.
then the Chinese merchant says, perhaps someday you'll be ready. And the Mogwai will be waiting.
No, you won't. You won't.
He'll be waiting for you. I'm like, what?
No.
What is that?
No. Yeah.
And he heads out, and I had the subtitles on because I always wanted to hear what the Mogwai was saying. Yeah. And as he's walking out of the house, did you hear the dog Barney runs up and Gizmo goes, bye bye woof woof.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
And then he starts singing, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
And the guy, the owner of the shop, he's walking down the street. He's walking back to Chinatown.
Yes, he's walking down the wintry, snowy road.
Yeah, it's a great shot, but I was like, he's got a long way to go. I wish he could he flew away or disappeared. That'd be awesome.
And then we have to remember that there's a voiceover that started this whole thing. So Rand, the dad, comes back on to go, well, that's the story. And he goes, so if your air conditioner goes on the fritz, or your washing machine blows up, or your video recorder conks out, before you call the repairman, turn on all the lights, check all the closets and cupboards, look under all the beds, because you never can tell. There just might be a gremlin in your house.
Yes.
Underneath the voiceover, the Chinese guy is talking to Gizmo, and Gizmo is saying things like
underneath the voiceover.
Yes, he's like, I can barely make it, but I think he's sort of like, we'll do when we get there or whatever. And he's like,
I would love to know what they were saying.
I couldn't. The subtitles weren't giving it to me, and I turned the volume up so high, Erik. And I couldn't make out what they were saying, but they were having a little conversation.
That would be excellent. So
but that's it. That's Gremlins. It ends, and that's the end of the Gremlins story. They never continued it at all.
Oh,
by the way, I joked about Judge Reinhold, and that was a whole other thing. They cut it out when they went to the bank. There's a deleted scene where they open up the safe, and Judge Reinhold is locked in the bank safe, and he's lost it.
Yeah,
he's going, I'm going to be the president of the bank. I'm going to be the president. And I'm going to run everything.
I wonder if I saw that when maybe it was on television, because I think
it's a deleted scene. You can see it out there on deleted scenes and stuff on the DVD.
Yeah,
but they hear something at the bank. This is when Kate was doing her monologue when they were sort of in the bank and everything was, and they're like, "What's that sound over there?" And they in the vault, but he's crazy. He's just nuts. So he didn't die. The Gremlins didn't kill him. He saved himself by locking himself in the vault from the Gremlins, but he doesn't want to come out. He's like, this is my bank now. Like, it's just nuts.
We don't know. We don't actually know how many people died in this. And especially when like you said when we were joking about, that's it for Gremlins. Gremlins 2, the new batch, it goes to extremes. It is now just complete satire.
Well, we might cover this.
We might.
So let's,
might.
That leave that open.
Still time. Yeah. It's Gremlin time in the city.
And they even in that movie, just so people know, poke fun at this movie. Like they will poke fun at the movie previously.
They sure do.
And
you may find out that some people you thought were dead are alive.
That's correct.
No, but it is. I almost didn't like it, Gremlins 2, because I thought, oh, come on. Because I love Gremlins. And I know Joe Dante loves Gremlins 2 better.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think Gremlins 2 went way off but when I watch it, the more I'm like, oh, okay, it's fun. But they could not do Gremlins 3. They just dumped every possible thing they could into Gremlins 2.
Yeah, there's rumors all the time that they're going to do something else
don't.
and come back.
But I love Gremlins.
Mm-hmm.
I know we usually are like, well, what you felt, but I think we both know what we felt.
Yeah, this is, I do want to mention, Erik, that you're like, oh no,
here we go.
But I do want to mention that I think that watching it through now, like you said, there are things that over the years I'm like, but I just embrace it now, and I really have a lot of fun watching the chaos of the Gremlins. I think I remember a period where I'm like, oh, this bar scene, and there are just so many gremlins, and we're going on. But now I'm like, okay, this is the movie they wanted to make, and they made it. I do get a little thrown off sometimes by the tone, where it's clear there's like a horror tone, and it makes me wonder. This is anything to knock on Gremlins. It kind of brings up in me, what would that have been like? What would the horror Gremlins have been like? Or here's, I guess, the better question, Erik. It does make me wonder, we both love American Werewolf in London, which is an R-rated horror comedy. And it does make me wonder, what if they did do the original concept, which was like an R-rated horror Gremlins?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Great. It would be great.
I don't know. Yeah.
Spielberg.
I don't want to, I know that's not the movie we got, but I do, when I watch Gremlins, I find myself thinking those things.
Well, Spielberg made a good call as far as audience reach. It would have not reached the audience that it reached, but
no,
and you wouldn't necessarily have as many Gremlin toys. But I think if they did do the rated R version, I would still have loved it. But it would just be, you just see people getting killed. Like basically, I think they broke into a place, a McDonald's. They broke into a McDonald's in a script.
Yes.
And instead of eating the food at McDonald's, they ate all the people and left the food.
Like the burgers are still there, but all the people are eating.
Okay. But,
and like you said, the mom's head gets cut off.
Yeah, and I didn't want to see her die.
No.
Kick some butt there.
But I was just wondering, like, it does make me wonder about that. But no, Gremlins is a lot of fun. And it was good. So I've had a good time talking to you about Gremlins, Erik. This was great. And because it's such an iconic movie, it's just so weird that we don't have a rating system that we can just sort of give Gremlins a rating that like would stand out. Like this is good. This is,
Art, with a podcast comes great responsibility.
I know
don't think you realize we have to have a rating system. So
we do have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
what is it?
I'm giving it 9 out of 10 butt syringes.
I did not. Usually I can predict where you're going. I don't.
One coming.
I didn't see. I don't think he did either.
Yeah. I'm going to give it 9. You know what I'm giving it? I'm giving it 9.5 out of 10 Gremlins.
Yeah.
That's what I'm giving it.
That's a good one. We could actually use that for a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah. That's 10 Gremlins right there. That's one Gremlin with water on it.
That's right.
So there you go.
All right, Erik. Well, that's what we think about Gremlins, everybody. We want to hear what you think about Gremlins. So you can reach out to us at, is there something in there with you, Erik? In the room? Hold on. I'm just trying to wrap up here.
Yeah, it's a little creature. I'm just going to Get out of here. Let's use a little
Okay.
water on it.
Eric,
Get out.
Eric,
Get out of
don't
here.
spray it. No.
No, it's fine.
Eric's got a spray bottle like you do with a
Yeah.
cat or something. He's
It's
spraying it
writhing. It's
with
writhing.
water.
It's
Okay.
good.
Well, you can reach us at midnightcinemapod.com. Also, you can check out it.
Go ahead. What? Check
You-
out what?
Eric, something going on there?
No,
It's like
no, it's
I
fine.
just thought I saw something scurry behind you.
Oh,
there.
no, that's
just-
a lizard,
no.
I think. I'm good.
Oh, okay. You can reach us on any of the podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're out there, even on YouTube. And while you're there, please give us a rating or a review. What's happening there, Eric? Something I thought something. It's like someone pulled something off your desk.
Yeah. It's
back-
the sword I have from the
Oh, okay. It fell on
pirate
okay.
days. Go
All
ahead.
right.
What were you saying?
Well, okay. No, I was just saying you can check us out on any podcast platform. Please leave a review. We'd love to hear from you. Eric, I was going to say that I look forward to next week covering another movie
Yeah,
with
me
you.
too. Oh, my wife, she's covered in gremlins.
Oh, no, what,
are you
Eric?
doing?
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
one. Ah,
Grab the knife. I told you those baked goods would come in handy.
Eric.